Also, I'll be appearing on the Jay Leno show tonight to make my big announcement.
That's right. I have to find out what you're announcing.
Yes, I am, Robin. I'm making a big announcement, and you will have to find out what I'm announcing.
Set my VCR.
What is it? Foo-hi.
You know that guy...
What? I can't hear you over the music.
I said both. You know that guy, Abdul something Muhammad?
Abdul Khaled Muhammad?
Right. He was on the Donahue show yesterday. It doesn't air till Monday.
Yeah.
But King of All Messages pulled a clip of him off the satellite, and he mentioned your name.
Oh.
Is that right?
In a list of many Jews.
Oh, boy.
Half Jew, half Jew.
You keep getting saddled with that.
Yeah.
Well, he mentioned you and Spielberg, among others.
Oh, that we control the media?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a regular mogul. Yeah, I'm part of that conspiracy.
Empire.
Matter of fact, Robin, there's a conspiracy meeting next Wednesday. Me, Spielberg, and I think, who else is going to be there? I told you, I gave you the list. I told you not to give the list out on the air. There's going to be a media...
How do you get the list?
Oh, good. All right. Well, you know what? Let me take a break. I want to hear that. That's that chucklehead with the bald head and the bow tie.
And that funny jacket.
Yeah. Get a hold of him. Oh, listen to that guitar. That's Robin on guitar, by the way. A lot of people don't realize it. Bought that at Sam Ash, didn't you?
Yep. And one lesson. Listen to me.
Robin, I'd invite you, but you can't come to the Jewish conspiracy meeting with me, Spielberg, Joan Rivers, Rob Reiner, and Henny Youngman. That's going on next week. But
I'm out of that one.
Well, we'll see. I'll put you in whiteface. Maybe I can slip you in there. You know what I mean?
See what you people talk about.
Yeah, well, the big leader's coming in from out of town.
Who?
Jewy Jew man. Of course, they don't trust me totally because I'm only half Jewish. That Christian thing keeps
you can only
slipping
be
in.
there half the time.
Yeah. All right, let me take a little break, and we'll come right back.
See, this is what happens.
With the Howard Stern Show.
From that Puerto Rican, Frank Flores.
It just causes problems.
Why is he the only one who takes my stuff? All right, anyway, I'm not going to address that on the air. I'm going to take it up with him off the air.
Please. Very sensitive issue.
It's an old Puerto Rican word called chazer. Frank knows what that means. All right, evidently on Donahue yesterday they did a taping of this nut.
I thought they'd done that weeks ago. They must have been just sending it over the satellite.
Khaled Muhammad Shlamamid.
I think it's Khaled Muhammad. Love women.
Anyway, he's one of these guys who runs around in a bow tie, gets a whole bunch of black guys in an audience, gets them together and tells them the Jews are your problems. Gets a bunch of black guys who are sitting around looking for work, who can't find a job. And he says, well, the Jews, they won't bring, they're the ones who are bringing the drugs into your community, as if the Jews could force you to take drugs.
Nobody's holding a gun to your head.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen black guys these days. It's pretty hard to force them to take anything. And, listen, these are guys...
They bring the pork in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They bring pork into the community.
And they won't eat it, but they'll sell it to you.
Yeah. Well, who's forcing you to buy it? Yeah.
I would have word there is sell.
I don't know what pork's going to do to you anyway. Jimmy Dean's made a pretty good living selling it. I don't think he's Jewish.
Jewish at all.
No, far from it.
What did he do? Have his nose fixed?
So anyway, the coolest thing was that Khaled was screaming about the Jewish conspiracy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And he says, I'm part of it.
You're not even
cool.
in Hollywood. You in Hollywood?
What's cool about it is that I'm some bum that grew up in a black community that had nothing. And certainly had no connections in show business. Had to go work for $96 a week. For 20 years, I'm working in this business to get to where I am. Working hard every day, making sure I show up on time for work, and making sure that I somehow please about 9 million people that I work for and still maintain my integrity. And this guy just says, oh, yeah, he's lucky. He's part of the whole... Him and Spielberg...
Had it handed to him.
Had it handed to him. I said, boy, that's an amazing jump. But in a twisted way, in my mind, I think hey, I made it. I'm part of the conspiracy.
No, you want the money.
Yeah, when do I get the cash?
You're part of the conspiracy. Get your paycheck.
Yeah. And, where do I go for the conspiracy meetings?
Yeah, where do you sign up?
Yeah, how come Spielberg won't even take my call?
He's not registering you?
Yeah. I got about as much chance of getting in touch with Spielberg as a black guy. Hi.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning, King.
Robin is right. The show was recorded on May 12th, and they aired it yesterday on satellite, and it's supposed to air on Monday on his show.
Oh, look forward to seeing it. All right, let me hear the tape.
Okay, it's 1 minute and 20 seconds, a soundbite. Here you go.
Really?
That's long list.
They publicly condemned that action, and I can't even get you to look into the camera and convey even the remotest notion that you have in your heart some love for two Jews who died trying to save black people in the South. I speak of Wilmer and Goodman.
Look into the camera and do that.
Yeah. May I ask you to kindly speak to that?
You cannot get me to look into the camera and show love for two Jews. I don't even know them. I live with this pain and suffering every day among my own people. Look at our babies. They're in the Oakland, in the Bay Area. They're watching Schindler's List. You have your Schindler's List, but for us it's been a swindler's list because someone is attempting to steal our birthright. They stopped the movie. Take our babies out of the movie as though it's such a moral outrage. And then Spielberg comes in. The governor comes in. What about the statements of the Jew, Howard Stern, the comedian, Jackie Mason? What about Moshe Dayan? What about the fact that members of the Senate have made racist comments and Congress, and they were voting against me, but they were not brought up by their own colleagues in that so-called august body?
What did he say?
I don't know.
So-called august.
The question or not.
Oh, is he a delightful man?
You got to see.
Yeah, they get caught up in the words, these guys.
You got to see his head, how shiny it was. You're going to have to put your sunglasses on when you watch that show.
Well, me, Spielberg, and a couple of senators are getting together later with Jackie Mason. We have a little coffee clatch.
What did he call you? Were you a comedian?
Yeah, I think so. By the way, he's the only guy who calls me a comedian, and I got to say something. I got to thank him for it.
That is a promotion.
Most people just say that I'm a talentless imbecile who gets on the radio and just sort of spews out junk.
Yeah.
So I want to thank him for that.
And I also have a call I'd like to dedicate.
King, explain to a lot of our listeners, especially our new listeners in Orlando who live in the South, that I'm only a half Jew and probably try to ignore that as much as possible and try to give my life over to Jesus. Right, Robin?
Yes, you're proselytizing for Christ.
Yeah, I mean, me and Kathy Lee Gifford.
Two of the best Christians.
Yeah, I mean, everyone accepts Kathy Lee Gifford as a Christian. She's half Jewish. So certainly...
you can accept you.
Yeah. And to my Jewish friends, you, of course, understand what I'm doing. There's a lot of anti-Semitism out there. I've got to try and win everybody.
Of course you're okay with him.
Yeah, right. I just have to expand my listener base. King also explained to our audience in Orlando why a 50-year-old man tapes cable shows off his satellite all day.
I don't know how you do this, King.
Well, I have a lot of spare time. And yesterday I was looking to see when Donahue finally is going to be live. And he's actually must be taking a little bit of a vacation because all his shows are taped, but they're not live. They've been taped at a previous date.
Oh, I see.
So I was trying to get through to him yesterday when I saw this thing. I saw this early in the morning at 9 o'clock yesterday, and I caught it again at 4 o'clock yesterday on satellite. So I thought you might be interested. I have the whole tape for you. There's a lot of sound bites you can pull out of there that are really funny and make you laugh.
Yeah, we like that stuff. I love shows like that. I got to hand it to that. I love when he has, like either Ku Klux Klan guys any kind of racist is fun. And the audience is usually loaded with people who get all emotional.
Well, I heard that in this audience particularly, they had some of his supporters there, and he must he has this rhetoric that he's almost like a comedian. He has bits that he's learned, and he says them verbatim. And you know how some people go to Jackie shows and repeat the jokes along with him?
Right.
Well, they answered the questions along with him.
Oh, really?
Yes, during the show.
Oh, the whole audience was loaded with his supporters.
The Jew will control. I thought it was Arsenio's audience for a second.
And they didn't like the Jews coming into their neighborhood and taking all the money out of their neighborhood.
What money?
And bringing it to their neighborhood.
How come it makes the Jews live so well? If they're getting the money from the black neighborhood, how come the Jews live so well?
Why don't the blacks just open a few stores up and keep the money in the neighborhood?
Did you have any idea when he was talking about taking the blacks out of Schindler's List?
Yeah, that was with the babies.
He is talking about that incident in California where some kids went to see Schindler's List and they were talking, so they stopped the movie and got them out of there.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That was a bad
I thought he was talking about actually taking them out of the movie.
Yeah, a behavior like that where you can't even sit still in a movie theater and you have to disrupt the entire movie.
Why should the other people get to hear the movie?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because that's racist. You take our babies out? Our babies. Guy's a dimwit. And any black guy who sits and listens to that crap is a dimwit. Going nowhere. Meanwhile, these guys wear pretty nice suits, this Khaled guy.
He's dressing nicely.
Yeah,
where is he getting his money?
From the poor saps in the audience.
Same place the Jews, I guess.
Yeah.
are getting it.
He's tapping that well. Hey, that's pretty cool. Thanks.
Howard, I have a call I'd like to dedicate to Gary and his wife.
Okay.
Here you go.
Those of you that have been able to figure out what your convener box is now, get the Anatomy Award this year. Let's have our first question. Okay, Steve?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, Dr. Mayhem. With reference to, my name is Steve Chartrand. With reference to prenatal care and the use of a sonogram, what other methods of prenatal care is there to prevent the simian baby birth from happening to Mary Delabate, wife of Mama Monkey from the Howard Stern Show?
There was a moron. His name was Papa Fouille.
He's playing tape.
Looks like a baboon. He's got huge smelly.
Well, thank you. That'll be the end of the questions and of our program for today. Well, you can tell that it's not just the people at the State Health Office that are, we're all cut from the same cloth in this program. Thank you very much, and we appreciated your input. That lowered the level.
Lowered the level. All right, King, thank you.
Thank you. Stay well. I love you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Stay well. I love you.
Stay well, I love you.
It's pretty funny.
Dr. Mayhem.
Cool. Me and Steven Spielberg controlling everything in the black community. It's kind of neat.
Oh, that's not exactly what the man says.
No. It sounds like we got something going, though. I'd like to control the black community. I'm going to start working on that.
If he's got a toehold, it certainly must be easy.
It's got to be easy to take over the black community if that guy's getting influential. I mean, if he's winning confidence in the black community, certainly I could. I could do a better job of it. It proves it's pretty easy to get influence over the black community. I mean, that guy's making a really good living. Just, he probably corralled a whole bunch of blacks into this whole thing. If that guy grew some hair and got a normal suit and took off the bow tie, he'd be over. He'd be unemployed.
Nobody to listen.
Imagine, though, if I went into the black community and I'm someone who made sense. Imagine you got someone who made sense who went into the black community.
You think that would work?
Maybe not.
See, I don't think the sense part works.
You got to have a good rap.
That's right. They don't want to hear that they can do something. They want to hear why they can't do something so they can sit there and be proud.
Yeah. I always look at it like, let's assume the guy's right. Let's say the Jews are controlling you, and let's say so do something about it. Go out and get a job.
We're just going to go to Donahue.
Donahue. We're going to sit in a Donahue audience who tapes in the middle of the afternoon when someone should be at work. All right, I got to take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll get everything going right after these.
With Jerry Seinfeld's best friend, Howard Stern.
Isn't that Stuttering John in the background on this? This is your record, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds good, man. I don't know. Sounds good.
Thanks.
Don't wink at me.
I'm not winking. What do you think I'm winking at? I swear to God I wasn't winking.
You just winked at me.
I did not. I promise. I promise. I swear to God.
Is that a twitch?
Maybe
now you're twitching?
Well, maybe.
You're going to be some rock star. Stuttering, twitching, blinky.
Maybe that'll catch on.
Because he goes, thanks, man. gives me
really? I don't know. I'm not even paying attention.
You're not paying attention to your eye movements?
I don't think I did anything.
He doesn't know what's going on with his body.
Like sport.
I forget why you're in here. Oh, yeah, how did Conan O'Brien go last night? Stuttering John was on Conan O'Brien last night.
I forgot to tape it.
Yeah, everybody did.
Everybody did. As usual. Don't feel bad. People kind of forget about Conan O'Brien.
It went really well. I thought, this time I dressed a little better. I had Ralph come over and help me out, because I needed a shirt.
That doesn't necessarily mean you dressed better, just because Ralph helped you out.
Ralph makes mistakes.
And I didn't do what you said this time. I listened to you when I started. I didn't say I'm stuttering. I just went with it.
Yeah, right.
Although I tried doing a joke like a punchline. And
I told you there was no joke that you could possibly
tell.
It
wasn't a joke.
That is funnier.
It wasn't a joke.
Then you just stammered.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a joke. It was really just about Grandpa Al. They asked me about Grandpa Al because they showed parts of the video.
Yeah.
And he was like, "How'd you get him?" And I was saying, "Well, it's like everyone's knocking down his door," and I couldn't say door.
Yeah.
It was just like kept going.
Yeah, but
That's funny.
It's funny just hearing you not say door. Did you bring in the tape of it?
No.
Everyone forgot to tape.
Everyone.
You forgot too.
Oh, you even forgot.
I don't have the facilities at my apartment to tape.
You don't have a VCR?
Well, I don't have one hooked up, so I couldn't tape it. So
you have one, but it's not hooked up.
And I don't know how to figure. I don't know how to figure it out anyway.
You got it, Gange?
Oh, Gange got it.
Yeah, just pull the parts where John stutters and stuff. Where Conan asks him a question and he just screws up. I'm into that.
But what was weird? All the writers that when I got there, they were all saying how much they loved your instruction on hemorrhoids.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it works. Robin, you can put it down, but it works.
Well, I just can't imagine that the whole country has this problem.
Yeah,
they can't wait.
You don't realize that, you must be smart or something, but my parents, never really taught me how to wipe properly.
I don't think my parents are spending much time on remedial wiping with me, either.
I think you just figured it out. I don't know, but, that's what I'm good at, stating the obvious. Because the obvious...
You think that would come to you.
The obvious was never obvious to me. It took me years to figure out stuff.
You were a grown man. How old were you when you figured this all out?
I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
Not recently. I had an anal fissure up until a couple of years ago.
Does anybody get taught to wipe? Actually, maybe it's when you're so young. I don't remember.
I remember it's just like you go and it's sort of like, they say sit on the bowl and then it's sort of assumed that you know how to wipe and take care of that area. That area requires a lot of extra care.
It's a daily thing.
Yeah. Our parents
They teach you how to clean your ears and your nose and between your toes.
But they don't teach you how to clean. No, they don't. They don't teach you how to clean your teeth properly. Most people don't know how to brush their teeth properly.
Most of that stuff you learn in school, but they never teach you that.
I don't remember hearing about teeth, and I don't remember teaching about that.
Yeah, you don't obviously know. Yeah. As a country, we're crummy wipers. We're not good wipers.
You're poor at the whole
area.
But it's so funny because
you don't even know how to go.
No,
because Conan, the writers, even girls that were around, were all discussing how many times they wipe, and it was just like a whole big discussion.
Right. Yeah. Well, girls have to wipe other areas besides what guys wipe.
And there's an order.
That's right.
That's right. If you get the order wrong, you
can get an infection.
That's right.
First, you wipe your backside.
Front to back. Front to back.
Yeah.
Direction.
Oh, you're talking about the direction. Yeah, right. Oh, yes, I know that. Yeah, right. I knew a guy who used to wipe like that. I said, what are you, a girl? We caught him on the bowl one time.
Jackie goes side to side.
Right. Jackie's got an unusual problem.
He goes round.
Yeah. Well, with girls, there's really no line of demarcation.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They can get confused.
Oh, the tape.
No,
one area segues into the other area.
Right. It's very difficult. So that's why girls have confusion.
There's no confusion. Stop it.
You are not confused, but there are girls who are. I've spoken with many. I've done a survey.
It's that no man's land,
Right. What's he talking about? No man's land. I never know what he's saying.
I don't know, because it seems that he's been in no man's land.
Yeah.
So.
If someone's going to invade no man's land, it's Jackie. All right. Anyway.
So I did one thing that I shouldn't have done on Conan. Though. I tried to joke. It didn't work.
What'd you do?
No, well, I brought him a T-shirt, for the band, Conan, and I brought the guy Adam, whatever, Andy.
Adam Richter.
Adam Richter. I only had one T-shirt because I didn't have any more, so I gave him a T-shirt. I gave Andy some donuts, Because he's overweight, but didn't work too well.
Didn't work well.
But did you ever do something where we tried something that didn't work?
No.
All right.
No, everything I do works. I'm not an idiot like you.
All right, from the beginning. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, take a look at my old TV appearances. They were brilliant immediately.
Well, but besides that, it was pretty well.
What do you want from me? I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the way it was.
Besides that, it was pretty good. I thought it went well. But I was telling I was telling I already told you the story, but the funny thing about was I had Ralph help me, Howard.
Yeah. You had my guy who dresses me help you.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I paid.
Did you pay him?
Yeah, big time, man.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Hey, the guy doesn't work cheap, I guess.
I didn't think I was paying at all. I took him out to dinner. I bought him a pair of shorts at Levi's.
Right.
I thought that was going to be it. When
Right.
I got back to the place, it was kind of like, pay time.
Dude, what did he do for you? What did he do?
No, he helped me out.
Did he help you good?
Yeah.
All right.
But I was telling him, Rob, the funniest thing is Howard always says how Ralph doesn't leave.
Yeah.
Well, suddenly I'm like, Ralph, it's past 11. I really got to go to sleep. So he goes, all right. So he starts looking around for his shirt for like 20 minutes.
He just doesn't leave.
Now, in Howard's house, it's like 50 rooms, and my house is 2 rooms.
And he can't find his shirt, and he's always like dawdling.
Yeah, so he sits down again because he can't find his shirt. He's like, oh, no, I can't find it. So then...
It's so annoying.
So then he finds his shirt, and then he goes, I got to find my keys. So he starts looking around for his keys, and then 10 minutes later he goes, oh, wait, the garage has my keys.
And it's almost like, he'd say like he just doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, what is his problem?
I don't know.
He doesn't want to go home.
He doesn't.
He's lonely.
Yeah, it's real weird because he comes over to my house. Now I have him trained like a dog. But it's really hard to get that guy under control. He's one of those guys that just comes over and doesn't want to go home, and he'll start cooking his food at my house. See, he's walking around with potatoes yesterday in the microwave, and he's in the kitchen and like making himself at home.
That's why I've never let him into my house.
Yeah, don't. It's like, hey, dude, get out.
I thought you were exaggerating, though, but it's really funny.
No,
it's like
it was just... he just hangs, and like, you want him out.
It was your story coming to life.
Yeah, I know. And like, you want him to leave, and then all of a sudden, then I'll find him like playing with my kids. It's like, dude, I want you out of here. I don't really care if you play with my kids.
Then they don't want him to leave.
Yeah, right. Then they don't want him to leave. Yeah, and it's like, dude, I just want to be away from you now. Do you understand that? That you're annoying me?
How do you tell him to get out, though? You just say, get out.
No, I just say, get out. Get out.
He's
and then I'll go,
polite.
Yeah, I'll go, I can't find my shirt. And I'll just go, dude, then you don't have a shirt. Get out. Keep track of your stuff.
Yeah, how do you lose a shirt in John's house? What's he doing undressing in John's
Please. Wait, why is he taking his shirt off?
Not to take her outside, but that is the biggest pit stop I've ever seen is John's apartment.
So put your stuff in a bag. I don't know. I've seen the place.
But then he goes and looks for keys that are in the garage.
Yeah, he's looking for keys that are in the garage, Jack.
Yeah, keys. All right, get out of here.
All right. Thank you.
All right. What are you doing in here anyway? Get out.
You told me to be in here.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you want to hear about Colin.
I don't want. I want to talk about Jacqueline Onassis.
Not you.
Not you.
Did you see Kathy Lee on Jay last night?
No. Kathy Lee was on Jay Leno?
Oh, yeah. It was pretty funny.
Why was it funny?
Because she was singing. You ever see that?
Oh, you mean it wasn't funny like she was killing like...
Oh, no. It was everybody...
She was like retarded funny.
Everybody around there was like, oh, man, she gives me douche chills.
What was she singing?
She sang this like one song, but really get into it and,
Oh, she's an idiot. She's just a frigging idiot. She's an embarrassment. Who are the people that make her a star? Like, who's so lonely that they have to watch her and live through her? Ralph. She's good looking, though. You got to give her that.
I don't think she looked that good at all. She looked kind of wrinkly this time around.
Yeah, well, that second baby will do it to you.
And Frank on you.
Yeah. Frank.
Frank's looking better.
I saw Frank Gifford and Kathy Lee Gifford being interviewed somewhere. They were asking Kathy Lee, and Frank stands there. This is like Frankenstein. Like, he just stands there like this, like in a coma. While she talks, he's just like, he's just like gazing.
Uh-huh.
And like with a blank expression on his face, like this. Like she's going, yes, Frank and I, and he's like, he's shocked, this guy. He can't take all the perkiness.
I'm too busy counting the liver spots to notice his expression.
Oh, you look at his hands and stuff in his head, the top of his forehead.
Yeah.
Looks like something out of Star Trek.
Looks like one of the aliens,
Yeah. Believe me, if it wasn't for those warts and wrinkles, he wouldn't have any personality.
Keeps me fascinated.
Yeah. He doesn't say much, but it's fun to look at him.
What's the age difference there, man?
Age difference?
Yeah.
I think like 40 years or something. It's like he's like 80 and she's 40.
How did you do that? I just don't understand.
How's he still alive and Jackie O's gone?
I don't know.
How's Rose Kennedy still alive and Jackie O's gone?
Rose will be at the funeral.
Yeah. Rose Kennedy's like... All hooked up to bottles and.
You know, they're still wheeling her around.
Yeah.
Jackie O comes home, boom, she's gone.
Yeah. Jackie O taking care of herself, health food freak, the whole deal.
Running, jogging every day.
I tell you, with that Rose Kennedy, there's magic in that wheelchair. It's a magic wheelchair.
Like a Disney movie.
Yeah. Nothing better than being wheeled around by black people all day, I guess.
Well, she's so rich she gets wheeled around by white people.
Does she?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely.
Oh, boy. I'd say ought to be a lot of money.
That's rich.
That's rich. Now, that's wealth. Getting wheeled around by white people. Wow. Well,
Never see Rose with a black person.
I hail you. Yeah. Anyway, you know, I'm thinking about this Jacqueline Kennedy. And most of the newscasts, I was watching your boyfriend there this morning.
My boyfriend?
Yeah. Troy Roberts.
My friend.
He's a boy, he's your friend. You dated him, didn't you?
Then you're my boyfriend.
I didn't go on no date with you.
You're a boy and you're my friend.
I'm watching your boyfriend this morning. This is not a discussion of whether he's your boyfriend.
Yes, he's not my boyfriend. You were watching Troy Roberts.
I was watching Troy Roberts.
You're trying to have a serious discussion. Shut that up.
You don't watch him early in the morning?
Not often.
No. You don't tune in? Not often. This is a really good-looking guy that Robin. I don't know what happened, but her and Robin and Troy were hanging around for a while.
We still hang around.
Oh, yeah?
We're friends.
I think she's.
Have you ever thought about him when you bring out your vibrators?
I would not answer that question.
Okay, that's a yes. I don't blame you. He's a good-looking guy. I could see you really wanting to hustle him into your bedroom.
Roll over for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened between the two of them. If they're seeing each other, if they get together for casual sex, I don't know what it is. I really don't know, and I don't want to know. Oh, I do want to know.
No, you don't.
What is it, Baba Fohai?
There was like a 3-week window of opportunity between those two where Robin at one point pulled me to the side and said, listen, I might be bringing Troy Roberts to your wedding.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember this, you bastard. What are you
You bastard.
You told me that.
Smelly bastard.
All the invites were sent back, all the invitations were sent back, and Robin hadn't sent it back. And I said, Robin, I just want to know, are you coming alone or with somebody?
Yeah.
And she said, well, Troy might have to work that weekend, but if he can't, we might be coming.
I'll go back to your room, Ganji.
What is it, Ganji?
You know, for all the times you got me, I have to get you.
What is it?
I remember when she first met him.
Yeah.
First day she met him.
Yeah.
There was no one else here in the station that she could talk to, so she comes hopping over to me with the biggest smile on her
but
face.
she's got a story. She hops.
Skipping, like practically skipping. She walks over to me. She goes, I'm in love! And she turns around and walks out.
Really?
It's all out war now.
Oh, man. It's all out war. It's all right. I got his demo tape. Wow.
You just wait till I hear your little tape.
I'm in love.
Oh, it's so funny.
There's love in the air.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, well, I could see why you'd fall for him.
Oh, man.
You gotta have
You gotta know Robin's laugh.
Ganji.
That's the laugh of embarrassment.
It's on. You and me, buddy.
Look at her squirm. What a great sight.
No, Ganji, get out of here before you lose your ball.
I lose my job.
I made my statement, now I'll leave.
So anyway, regardless of whether he's your boyfriend or not, the point is, I'm tuning in this Troy Roberts, and I'm watching the news. I wanted to see if Jackie O made it through the night.
Yeah.
Because
it didn't look good.
Didn't look good. Plus, I wanted to see who was outside the house holding vigil there.
Yes.
Boy, Carly Simon looks good. Carly Simon.
So?
Yeah, in that picture in the paper. I mean, I don't know.
I saw her going in yesterday.
She was pretty bad, huh?
She looked like Carly.
Did she?
I mean, we've seen her.
I dig her. She got that big horsey body. I'd like to top on top of it. I don't know. She kind of turns me on in some bizarre way.
Well, I know guys find her sexy.
Yeah. She's like a female Gary with those big teeth. So anyway, no mustache. And great set, right?
Both sets.
Yeah.
Huge jugs, but those choppers just don't stop, man.
No. Choppers that never quit. Anyway. And it was kind of interesting to see who
was going in and out.
Yeah.
I like that.
Robin says Dick Cavett.
Yeah.
Dick Cavett got to visit Jackie O before she dropped dead.
What?
Yes.
I'll bet you he bored her to death.
Oh, you think he was the last person to see her?
Yeah.
I believe it was Zeppelin.
Hey, the doctors came in and went, hey, Jackie O's she's coming back. I'm telling you, she's coming back. She's going to make it. It's not so bad. She's revived. Mr. Cavett, you can go right in. She's feeling much better.
Listen, Jackie, did I happen to tell you about the time that I ran into Mademoiselle Tuckerman at the gala ball?
Nope, there goes Jackie. Oh, my God. You hear that heart monitor going on.
Flatline.
All right. Hold on, I can simulate that. Take me a second. He is a networking little bastard, isn't he?
He knows everyone.
Yeah, we'll get him on the horn and see what happened to Jackie O and Dick Cavett.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I'm watching it, and, watching that whole funeral scene and stuff, and I'm waiting to find out if Jackie O died, so I tune in your boyfriend there, and I'm watching him, and he's doing a whole eulogy.
Yes.
For Jackie O, and they're saying they do a piece. Dan Rather voiced it, and Jackie O was the nation's conscience. She was the one. She was the closest to aristocracy in our country.
The closest to having royalty.
The closest to having royalty, and she was graceful. And then I'm reading in the newspaper today, Amy Pagnazzi's column, The Big Women's Libber. Who won't even put on a Wonder Bra to make herself look good. She's in there talking about what grace and style, what a classy woman I said, look at all these phony balonies. Let's take a look at the situation here for a minute, sweetheart.
You'll put it in the right perspective.
Here is a woman who knew her husband was cheating on her, who knew that Marilyn Monroe was up there singing, "Happy Birthday, Mr. President." She knew the whole scene, what was going on.
Yeah.
Had 2 young children, and just stood there and took it. Turned her head like a wimp. Now let's just put history into the proper perspective.
How was she doing the wrong thing at that moment?
And then the second thing, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Hold on. And the second big item that she did, after this guy gets his brains blown out, she marries a guy for money. She set back women 200 years. What? That's a great example? Yeah. Example. That's great. So the 2 big accomplishments were closing her eyes to the philandering of her husband, the cheating ways of this womanizer, not standing up to him, not saying, "What are you doing? What kind of influence are you on our children?"
How do you know she didn't say that?
Yeah, she didn't say nothing. Trust me. Yeah.
Kept their mouth shut. Yeah.
I understand that there were troubles in Camelot.
Yeah, troubles. Yeah.
Trouble. Yeah.
Closed her eyes to it. She should have walked out on the guy. That's a hero. Heroes of Mother Teresa, Joan of Arc, Eve herself.
Who did what?
Wait from the apple.
Oh.
Not someone who spread her legs for rich guys. Robin.
You act like that's a bad thing. That is a good career move.
Oh, Troy.
Oh. I don't want to hear it, you bastard.
You were in love?
No.
I never heard no with so many syllables. No ho ho ho.
No.
Oh, you Santa Claus? Well, big deal. That's all I got to say.
You didn't tell me what she was supposed to do. You find your husband's got a problem. What are you supposed to do?
What you do is you say, "Sweetheart." Jack, we took vows here. Remember those? You're the President of the United States. You're humiliating me as a partner in this thing. You're not treating me with any respect. You treat me like a pig. And I'm walking out on you. That's what you do.
Maybe she was trying not to disrupt the country.
Oh, please.
Ever think of that, Mr. Man?
And,
now, the Onassis thing I can't help her out on.
And Onassis. And when do you leave Onassis? When he can't get it up anymore.
Get it? What?
What?
I thought he was leaving her. He just happened
He
to
couldn't
die
take it
first.
anymore. He drove her nuts. She drove him nuts.
Die before he could get out.
Yeah. All I'm telling you is, you got to put things in the proper perspective.
Proper modulation.
Proper modulation. It's sad to see Jackie O go because she was all part of our lives.
Fun to
She
have
was fun to have around, but I don't want to read Amy Pagnosi telling me that this is a great woman in history.
Well, unfortunately, that's what happens when you die. For a few days, people forget the true facts about you. I mean, look at what happened with Nixon. Everybody was.
Yeah. And then everyone came to their senses 2 days later.
2 days later, we're like, wait a minute, that was Nixon.
He's a great man. Me, I'm considered a scuzzball. I'm sitting home there with my wife, being faithful.
You're just jealous.
What?
You're
I'm not jealous of that.
That Jack went ahead and cheated.
Yeah, and look what happened to him. He took a bullet in the head. Not to mention the act of cowardice as she tried to climb out of that car, not help her husband. All right, I'm not even going to bring that up because maybe, maybe under the gunfire.
You might have run too.
I doubt it. The way I behaved in Nam, it was exemplary. under enemy gunfire. But look,
not everybody's Princess Di and can be a hero.
I wonder who will get her valuable items like the souvenir headpieces that she
got. Because
didn't she climb into the back of the car trying to collect pieces of his head?
Put them in her pocket.
Yeah, put it in her pocket.
You think she still has those?
Oh, yeah. That's not something you give up. Those are valuable.
I'm sure she's going to leave those to the children.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's the point, Robin. Let's put history in its proper perspective. You with me? Good. Yeah.
It was so funny to me that Ted Kennedy, I saw him making a statement to the press, and every time he talked to the press, he said, "Thank you all for observing Jackie's privacy or respecting her privacy."
They're all there in front.
50,000 reporters.
Caroline Kennedy couldn't even get out of the car to see her mother.
Yeah.
There were so many reporters. She looked like a deer in headlights.
I know. It was absolutely horrible. That's what I thought was disgraceful, that these people who were coming to see their mother and their sister and their aunt or whatever for the last time had to run a gauntlet of cameras and lights.
Amy Pagnosi will write the most horrible obituary for me when I go.
Oh, boy, I can't wait to see.
That son of a bitch, misogynist. What am I? I'm not a misogynist. I'm with the same woman 20 years.
You know what? Maybe you ought to fake your death just so you can get to read it.
Yeah. Wait till the next ratings. That's my next thing. After I win the governorship, and I'll fake my own death.
That's how you get out of it.
Yeah. And we thank you for respecting Jackie's privacy. Meanwhile, it's daylight outside from the flash bulbs.
How could he? I said, obviously he's saying that sarcastically. He said it every time he's come out here.
Obviously, he's not rational. I should remove him from the Senate. He's like, dude, you're surrounded by reporters.
You think this is privacy?
I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. He's a weird guy. Pieces of his nose are missing.
It was so lit up. You could see everything wrong with his face. It was so,
There were so many lights you could see every chunk of his nose that was missing.
There was so much happening on that face.
Oh, my God.
His nose looks like a raspberry.
And I like that young woman he's married to, who's kind of hot. And she's like, it's like, she looks like she's in shock.
It really looks like he's babysitting.
Yeah.
Well, look at the startled look on her face. Maybe she hadn't seen him in the light.
Yeah, I thought, you know what happened? There was one picture I saw, I said, boy, Caroline Kennedy looks really good. And then they said, that's his wife.
Yeah.
I said, oh, Caroline Kennedy don't look that good.
Caroline looks good.
What can I do for you in Cleveland?
Well, I was hoping that when you win the governorship of New York...
Thank you.
That then you will come over to Ohio.
And win there.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that.
I'm the governor of every state.
You can just start, going from state to state.
Hey, speaking of our trip to Cleveland, we still have details to work out. We think we're going to be there June 10th. That looks like the day. We're going to go around Cleveland in some kind of bus.
Or car or something.
I know
that Richie stopped in the hall the other day and said something about the car the president was in. When he toured Cleveland.
Yes, we will be.
The Yugo.
Yeah, we're going to be in the Yugo. Yeah, we want to show that we're, we're not wasting money on gas.
We're of the people.
Yeah. And we want to show we're one of you. So the thing is that we're going to, go around and make various stops to listeners' homes and things like that. and have some fun, and then we'll make one final stop where all the audience can meet with us, and, of course, we can have one big party and, to hold our funeral.
It's going to be great because we're going to go out like a day and a half ahead of time.
Yeah. It's going to be Woodstock in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland's been waiting for a big event like this because I think we should have some music groups and stuff like that. We should have performers. I think we should make it almost like...
That's what they want to do. That's what Cleveland wants to do, make it like a concert event.
Yeah. And get that guy from Pearl Jam show up.
Eddie Vedder?
Yeah. And Soundgarden.
Anything in Cleveland. You're all we have up
Leslie
here.
West says he wants to come.
He can't. He's going to be in Europe.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
He wanted to come.
Grab Meatloaf and bring him up.
Yeah, okay. Get some Meatloaf.
You are the only good thing that's in Cleveland right now.
Well, thanks.
You and the nude bars.
Yeah. A lot of our audience feels that way.
Got a lot of nude bars?
I work at one. And I'll tell you what, all the dancers listen to you and they love you.
Well, thank you. Tell them I'll be coming.
So will they when you get there.
Good.
We got to go visit that Playboy centerfold.
Yeah, we're going to be stopping off and visiting her. Well, she should be part of our entourage. Now, we have one problem to work out, Robin. As you know, we have to fly to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And we can only take a certain amount of people because the radio station is on a budget. They can't fly everyone who ever did the show. And, of course, we've heard from everyone who ever did the show who considers themselves a part of the show and wants to go with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, me, you, Jackie, not necessarily Fred. He doesn't have to come. But me, you, Jackie, and, Gary.
Put Fred on
All right, put Fred in the list.
Stuttering John. Billy West and Scott Salem, I put on the A-list. Because those are guys you got to have there.
Right. We have no choice.
Now...
We have no choice on Scott? No choice on Scott?
No choice.
All right. Now,
I'll just start reading your names, and you can A and B them if you want.
All right. Now, what I will do, Robin, is put an A or a B next to them.
If they're an A, you're definitely going.
Right. Now,
if you're a B, what?
For B, you might be going, but you might have to drive yourself.
Well, you're on standby. We have to see how many are on the A list.
All right.
And then we'll start taking, the first of the Bs.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going off a list that we use for Albany. So, Mike Ganji.
The intern?
Yeah.
What'd you say, sir?
No.
All right, no.
So that's B?
He's a B.
That's A, B, or no?
That's a no.
That was a no.
Oh, that's an N.
Now, why do you say no, sir? You have no desire to see Mike Ganji?
Oh, no, I like the women.
Yeah.
Hang around
But wait a minute. We need people to help us, too,
Well, they can help the women.
The women will carry us.
Yeah, what are you saying? Women can't help?
Maybe we should just put all the women on the A list and then just see if there's any room for anybody.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
No, you see, I don't know what your needs are. We're going to need some people there to help us. So,
okay. Like Ganji and Gorilla.
I like those guys, but I don't see them as being A-list.
Okay, I'm going to put them on the B list.
We don't take them to California.
Okay. Right.
Ronnie the limo driver.
Now, listen, I love Ronnie, but I have yet to figure out what Ronnie does when he goes on these trips with us.
I'm going to put him on the B list.
Robin, you decide. To me, he's an A-list guy.
Definitely a B guy.
Yeah.
He's a B-lister.
Okay. These next four,
We need people who are on the air with us.
Okay, these next four I'm going to group together.
But, Ronnie, I voted for you to be on the A-list. Robin is
I'm the hatchet man.
Yeah.
I have to do the dirty work.
Thanks. I got to be in the car with that guy every day.
Okay, you ready?
He's still convinced he should go to California with us.
I know.
One thing is Ronnie's pretty good at strip shows, and we'll be hitting a lot of strip shows.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm with you. I would love to see him there, but Robin's an ogre.
That's true.
He's on the bees. We'll see how many places we have.
All right, go ahead.
These four I'm going to list together.
So far, we don't want to bring anyone.
Elaine Marks, Heather Barrett, Debbie Tay, and Elena Beastie.
Debbie Tay.
Now, first of all, Heather Barrett didn't show up the last time.
Right, but we can always ask her again.
Nah.
She's undependable.
Wow, what do you mean, nah?
She didn't show up. She screwed you over
You
once.
don't even know who she is.
Yeah, you're just saying no to everyone.
Do you know who
No,
she
I
is, sir?
think you should bring Tempest.
I'm getting to her.
Hey, don't yell at the guy. He's just trying to help,
He
Gary.
doesn't know what's on your
We
list.
gave him a vote.
But she says no to everybody.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see who he wants to see. He told you who he wants to see. Well, listen, Miss Howard Stern 1994
Yes.
will whine and whine and whine if we say no.
But there's another way to look at this, too.
Go ahead.
There are some people that are going to get there whether or not we bring them. If we don't bring Miss Howard Stern,
She'll get there. Yeah, she'll get there with that husband of hers.
I have yet another angle.
Yeah.
The angle is that we either call them or get them down here and find out what it is they will do to come. Like when we get there, if you have something wild you need them to do.
You know what? Now you're thinking like a producer.
You have a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I like that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so here's what you do. You take all those girls, Miss 1994, Heather Barrett.
But currently they're on the B list, working their way to an A.
Any girls who want to come with us, have to tell us what they're going to do.
Let them audition.
Let them audition.
Yes, they have to perform.
When they're on stage in Cleveland.
And even Miss Howard Stern, I know you're listening, but I know that you are Miss Howard Stern.
That's correct.
I know you wear the crown, but everyone's got to be equal.
Stop resting on your sash.
You don't rest on your sash.
Because I know that she feels that she should get sort of a gimme because she is Miss Howard Stern.
Well, in a way, she must be considered because she did win the title Miss Howard Stern.
But remember, we're not in a bus with a car following behind us. We're walking up and down the aisles of that plane staring at her husband and her kid.
No, her husband and her kid are not on the plane. I'm not dealing with it.
He'll drive. Okay.
He'll drive behind the plane.
Yeah. He'll rent a plane. Because he's so jealous of her. I mean, he doesn't want to be out of her sight in a minute.
She claims that they've worked it all out. The next trip, she can go without him.
Well, I don't even know if I want to know about that.
Okay, Fred the Elephant Boy. Now, even Doug Podell put him on the A-list.
Fred the Elephant Boy is an A-list person, as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
He's funny.
Everyone loves to see Fred the Elephant Boy.
He comes through every time.
He sure does. He always delivers, Robin. True?
That is absolutely true.
All right, he's on the plane with us.
Fred is a team player.
Now, if we could find a good-looking girl who talked like Fred, that would be unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Now, will Super Agent Don Buchwald be joining us?
That is his decision.
Okay.
And I can certainly, I can't certainly speak for him. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't know why we'd have him.
He should take a girl's seat, Howard.
If he wants to come, couldn't he pay for his own ticket?
You call him and tell him that. Yeah.
That was a question.
Well, Robin, we hardly pay the guy, so...
Maybe we ought to give him a trip.
Right.
Okay. Now, there's Kathy, our assistant.
He only takes 10%.
That's right. And that's a mere pittance.
Yeah, pittance.
For what we make.
Oh, I wish I had that 10%. I could have retired by now. All right, go ahead.
Kathy, our assistant that works on the show.
I love Kathy.
Who I believe that we need for, in terms of helping us out. You need somebody there that can keep it.
She was did you find her very valuable on the Albany trip?
Yeah, Gary did, because Gary didn't have to do anything. Of course.
Once again
alive. All right.
Okay, the K-Rock people like Peggy Panache, Tom Chisano, and Richie Herbie, they won't be joining us. Is that correct?
Oh, thank God.
Peggy, do you need Peggy?
I need it, but not in the way you're thinking.
I know.
Well, they have a promotions person who knows Cleveland.
I believe they have a coordinator.
I don't think Peggy would come if we begged her.
Quite frankly, Tom is a real party poop.
Why would we bring the principal with us?
Yeah. Okay. I don't really need him there.
Do we need Larry Ratzel?
It's bad enough we're going to Cleveland.
Right.
I don't need Tom.
Unless we could lose him there somehow.
Do we need Larry Ratzel Sloman?
Well, Ratzel will tell you we do, because he claims that he's like, I need to observe because...
Is he the historian of the show?
Yeah, like the historian of the show, but I'm not buying that anymore. I saw Mr. Historian on the last trip. Yeah.
All right. I know the answer to this.
He's a great sleaze element, though.
He's great. Ratzel, I love him, but don't forget, we can only get so many tickets out of Cleveland.
Let's save the spots for...
Let me ask you something. If I said to you, Tempest is now coming up on stage, guys,
or I said Larry who?
Larry Sloman is coming up on stage, who would care?
That's right.
Right.
What would you want to see?
Yeah.
I take it you will be traveling with your makeup person, correct? We need him?
Well, absolutely. I have to look my best.
Ralph has to go?
Well, maybe he can drive there. How far a ride is it to Cleveland? Is it 9 hours?
Couldn't he teach Larry Sloman
He can start now.
Yeah, let him start driving now. Robin's onto something.
Early.
After my Tonight Show appearance tonight, just let him start getting in the car and go over and wait for us. He's got a whole month to get there.
Now, Mr. Stern, will you be bringing your personal security, or will we be hiring locally?
Personal.
Oh.
That's 5 people.
Yeah.
Local. Local.
Okay, now here's where we really get into some big decisions. Captain Janks.
No.
I'm with this guy.
Okay, he's on the B list. Kenneth Keith Kallenbach.
Yes.
King of All Messengers.
Where are you getting these names from? Why would we bring King of All Messengers?
These are all people that came to Albany. I'm just giving.
He came to Albany, but he wasn't on our bus.
Just giving the options. They said to give him an A and a B list. Didn't mean we have to bring everybody.
You better make a D list.
Okay.
King of All Messengers. I'm gonna stop traveling with kooks.
Well, of course, we want some to come with us.
Well, some, but what does he do?
You've got the Elephant Boy.
Melrose Larry Green.
No, I'm not going on a plane with him.
You know what? He'll find his way there.
Yeah, I mean, he's fun, and I love having him on the air, but I'm not traveling on a plane with him. Because he'll drive me crazy.
All right, so that's everybody right now. Now we.
You know what? You throw a party, they will come.
Exactly.
All right. You don't have to sit
And
there.
that's the whole beauty of them, that they make their way there themselves.
Yeah, then they're not kooks if they don't. What kook would it free up his whole day to come to Cleveland and be with us from New York?
3 days.
3 days.
A day each to drive.
All right.
Back and forth.
Yeah, a normal person would get on a plane and come with us. A kook will get there on their own.
Right.
I'll tell you what, you guys are going to rock Cleveland.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Now, Howard, we ought to think about some people that aren't on this list now. These are just people we're thinking about. Is there anybody that you have thought of that you would like to bring with you?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Bring her.
Bring her. That was a nudie show.
You work in a bar, dude.
Yeah, but hey.
Robin, I can tell you that, having worked on this show, no matter how much you see it, it's just never enough.
I'll tell you what, you don't play where you work.
I got to hang up on this guy. Thank you for the call. He just got on my nerves. I'd like to bring Heather Locklear with us. Is that possible? And Troy Roberts for Ron.
Oh.
See, I'm always thinking
You're going to make my life unbearable.
Want to bring Troy?
No.
Bring him.
Let's just invite him up here.
Well, let's have him on the show.
No,
Dial a
I
date.
don't want to do this show.
You might want to do Dial a Date.
Sure, I'm sure he needs a
like
date.
Robin wants to watch him date. Bad enough she's got a hard on for him.
Oh, please, I do not.
All right.
Yeah.
Skipping around here acting silly.
I was playing for Ganji.
Oh, I see. All right, let me take a break, and then we got to play Fafa Fooey and Madonna's sister.
She she may or may not be down here today.
Oh, you're kidding. Then I don't want to play it if
Of
she's
course,
down
there's
here.
no way to know. I mean, she called me twice this morning and said she was on her way down. But
really?
You can't really get her. You can't get her to commit to anything.
All right, why don't we just take a break and just let's do our thing with Madonna's sister.
All right.
Back with the Howard Stern Show.
Jackie the Joke Man. Order his Wild Comedy CD. Price includes full color Jokeland catalog. $10 plus free shipping and handling. 1-800-323-5464. Also Jackie next Friday, May 27th at the Stress Factory. It's only a week away in New Brunswick, New Jersey. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-9221. Thank you, Jackie. And Robin, I'm just putting a call to Dick Cavett since he got to go see Jackie O as she was, dying.
Right, yes.
Well, they have a lot in common, Dick, of course, has his cancer. His face cancer that he had, remember, when I went on?
Yes, he was sporting that Band-Aid.
Yeah, I'll ask him if he talked about his cancer with Jackie O. Yeah, he had a Band-Aid.
More Band-Aid on TV.
I went on Dick Cavett's show. I did it because I felt bad for him because he never gets any good guests. So I went on, and it was a good chance because I was real tired. I got to nap. So while Dick interviewed me.
His questions are so long, you get a little nap each time.
Yeah, you take a snooze. It's like a cat nap. And then you wake up for the answer.
You're refreshed.
Yeah. That's what's good about his show. I like doing his show the best. So he had this giant Band-Aid on his head, and I felt kind of odd that I didn't want him to stick out, so I put a giant Band-Aid on my head. It was a pretty funny appearance, and I finally said, "What the hell is that Band-Aid?" And he gets all serious, and he goes, "Well, actually, it's a cancer."
Didn't he come back and tell you not to refer to the Band-Aid?
Yeah. I said, he says, "It's actually cancer." I said, "Cancer? I mean, they treat it now with Band-Aids? What kind of cancer do you have?"
Cancer was serious.
He goes, "Well, I've been diagnosed. I had a little bit of skin cancer." I go, "Yeah," and they took it off, and now you're fine, right? He goes, "Well, yes, the diagnosis is for I go, "Are you out of your mind? That ain't real cancer."
This is why he has a problem. He can blow anything into some big ordeal.
I go, "What kind of cancer is that with a Band-Aid?" Cancer is what Jackie O had.
That's cancer.
I wonder if...
The Band-Aid had little stars and planets on it.
I wonder if he brought her a Band-Aid.
He brought her a Band-Aid. He did.
Where's your cancer, Jackie?
Let me put the Band-Aid on it. Make the boo-boo go away. Make it all better with my Band-Aid.
This is exactly what I thought last night when I heard that Jackie O was dead. I said, now that's cancer.
That's cancer. That's the kind of cancer that puts...
we know.
Yeah, that puts fear into a man.
Yeah.
So anyway, evidently, according to Robin, who came in this morning, she said, "Guess who got to go see Jackie O die?" And Carly Simon even got to go because she lived near him. I guess she lives near her out in that, wherever they go.
And Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah, Martha's Vineyard.
But they also worked on something together.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a book, children's book. I like to write children's book. This is a story I told to Ben Taylor, James Taylor's son.
Yes.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's great.
Everybody wants to hear that.
Yeah. Why don't you write something real that requires more than, baby words? Anyway, so...
How much does it take to amuse a kid?
Yeah. Well, she looks great going in there and grieving like that. I like those glasses. She looks like a young girl. Some guy's got his arm around her. He's gripping her.
Yeah, it looks like everybody came with their own security person.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to get to visit Jackie O.
But nobody even noticed Dick going. I don't see
one picture of Dick Cavett. To me, I would have put the headline in the New York Post. It would have been, Dick Cavett gets to visit Jackie O. Who would you least believe got to visit Jackie O? Dick Cavett. Even, you know who I can't stand the most? Cindy Adams, who really should have died before Jackie O. I mean, isn't she 100 years old?
I think she's up there with Rose, yeah.
Yeah. She'll be in a wheelchair soon. She goes 4 weeks before... She's talking about how she lived right next door to Jackie Onassis.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I'd like to know how she got her money. She's a gossip columnist in the New York Post. She was 4 weeks before Jackie herself made her condition known. I was told in secret. A confidence I've held until this moment. Can you imagine? It must have been some confidence. Cindy Adams knows the truth.
It was the confidence she held until that moment, only she was writing in the newspaper. It seems to me that something's wrong with Jackie O.
Yeah. She goes, I knew it was a galloping case. Nevertheless, the public announcement was, the prognosis is excellent. Each time Jackie O was back in the hospital, I was told infection, complications. The public word, it's a routine visit. So,
she's
Cindy...
She's crediting herself for keeping her mouth shut.
Sure, Cindy. How do we know you knew anything? Witch. Cindy Adams knew. Friend of the Kennedys.
Know what? They were very smart. They knew they'd better tell Cindy or she'd be banging at the door.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Cindy didn't get to visit Jackie O. What kind of friend was she? She knew secretly how serious Jackie's case was. Yeah, the doctors were consulting Cindy Adams. They had her scrub up. Cindy, we need you to scrub up immediately. We need a Yenta.
Come in and look at Jackie's cancer.
We need a Yenta to look at Jackie's cancer. Cindy Adams, friend of the Kennedys, and former Miss Chiquita Banana, 1942. Cindy Adams. Way to go.
She's like what are those birds that stand? Buzzard. She's like a buzzard.
Old crow.
Hanging around the doors of dead people.
Yeah. Yesterday I was told doctors gave her 24 hours. Yeah, they reported to Cindy Adams.
Well, is there a minute in there for me?
Unbelievable. And then, of course, she points out how ironic it is because Jackie O took such excellent care of herself with acupuncture, facial, psychotherapy, massage.
Yeah, and Cindy's doing nothing.
Yeah. Cindy's held up by a crane. Anyway, so Cindy claims she lived next door to Jackie O, and that's,
That's how she knows everything.
Yeah.
Had her ear with a glass to the wall.
I shared the same pavement with Jackie O. That's what, she writes like a retard.
Yeah, like that's some badge of honor that we walked on the same sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'm like Jackie.
My theory is Jackie O got the cancer from Cindy's hairspray. Because there's got to be a quart of that hairspray to get that beehive hairdo up.
I know. I was looking at her on hard copy last night, and while she's talking, I'm trying to figure out how that hair is up there.
Cindy's delivery is real bad, but it doesn't matter because you're mesmerized by that hair. You're like, wait a second, is that bobby pins holding that together? Is it hairspray?
Is that cotton candy? What is that?
What are they? What are they? Goddamn glue that thing together?
Defies gravity.
I mean, it defies gravity.
Defies gravity.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Hey, anyway, I got to play this for you. This was a funny moment. Happened yesterday. It was almost at the end of the program. And, you'll see how Fafa Fooey came running in because he had an exclusive.
We had an exclusive. We certainly did.
Fafa Fooey had Madonna's sister on the phone, and he knew it was Madonna's sister because he had met her. She was up at the station the other day, and he had checked her out. So I immediately put her in, even though Robin was in the middle of her newscast. She was about to wind up, and I said, wait a second, Madonna's sister's on the phone, and Gary has checked it out. What is it, Baba Fohai?
I know it's late in the show. I know you're really busy, and I know we'd rather do this live, but would you like to talk to Madonna's sister on the phone for a minute?
Sure, I'll tell her to come in.
Papa Flunky. Try.
Robin, this is an exclusive.
Madonna's sister.
This is Paula.
Hey, Paula. Hey, Paula, it's Howard.
You're on the air, Paula.
You're on the air, Paula.
How much you getting paid for this?
Me?
No, Madonna.
How much is Madonna getting paid for this?
I was down there with David's show.
What?
Seaman Hudson's getting paid, Joe getting paid, Madonna's getting paid off, but we're all going to get bumped. I mean, we're all going to get,
You got to come in here, honey.
Listen to me. Who's getting off on this one?
Listen to me, Paula. Now, Paula.
Listen to me.
Are we?
No, this is Madonna's sister. I swear to God.
How do you know?
Because I know she's been up here.
Oh, wait, I'm choking.
Oh, Madonna's sister got a nasty.
If Madonna's sister dies on our show, it'll be a big show.
You're gonna die laughing over that show.
All right, listen to me.
Wait, but you with me. Wait.
Hey, how is it having a famous sister?
Oh.
This is, by the way, this is really Madonna's
you
sister.
get off every minute. That's true.
This is Paula.
Paula Chacon.
Wait a minute.
Paula does she does movies.
Yeah, she's. What do you do?
Whoa.
Hey, Paula, what kind of movies do you do? Dominatrix movies?
Nope, I do movies as far as Jesus Christ only knows, God only knows. I love God, I love Jesus. And you ask Madonna, how come every time she goes to David Letterman, she doesn't believe in the balloons anymore? How come when I get on the
You know what I like about you? I like that you have a famous sister and it hasn't affected you. You know, you haven't become like a big.
I got the same birthmarks.
Yeah. Now, when's the last time you saw your sister?
She shows you the birthmark, by the way.
Yeah, I know she does.
I see her every day.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
You see Madonna every day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no kidding. So she's
I
still.
look at myself every day and I get sick of the business.
And she's a big.
I got the same exact birthmarks, everything.
She's got big.
Oh, she's saying she looks at herself and she sees her sister.
But you don't get. And when's the last time you saw the real Madonna?
I remember the love that she gave me. I tell you that much.
What was that?
I remember the love that she gave. I mean, the love that you gave me.
You remember the love she gave you?
No, the song. I remember.
It's a line from a Madonna song.
Oh, really?
I had a reason to cry. You tell me why.
Well, listen. The thing is, though.
Are you sure this is Madonna?
It really is. Gary met her.
Scam.
Yeah, when are you gonna?
Will
you be?
I want to tell you a story, okay?
Let me ask you something. Will you be stopping in to see?
When I was born by accident, number one. My godmother wouldn't tell me.
Are you older than Madonna?
If I tell you what happened the day I was born, you wouldn't believe it.
What happened?
Yes, God, it's the honest truth.
All right.
My godmother, number one, okay? I'm not ashamed to say it.
I don't think you should be ashamed to say it. I just wish I knew what you said. I would agree with you.
I don't know if you should be ashamed.
What? No. Will you be stopping in to see Jay Leno tonight?
I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh about it. Because if I start laughing, we have the exact same laugh. And we have the same exact birthmark.
Paul, I know you have the same birthmark. I'm saying.
I swear my mother's grave. I'm not lying.
Did you see Madonna on Jay Leno last night?
I was down at David Letterman before she got there.
Oh, you were down at David
Yeah,
Letterman?
they thought I was Madonna. I swear to God, it's the honest truth.
Really?
Don't put me in put God's name in vain, okay? And
right.
Listen, I'm not in the state. I still remain the same name. I got no name under the sun, okay? But the sign of God waiting on the side, okay?
Right.
Now, I had Madonna's jacket on. Everybody thought I was Madonna.
Right.
I took the lady at the desk. She says, you got to get tickets to go on the show. I said, what for? God already knows. This ain't no freak show.
Right.
It's a free show.
Well,
I'm not pissed off. Now she's quiet. Now who's going to get off on this one?
Hey, I got to meet you.
You better believe it. So do I.
She does wear...
Where the hell is Sandra Bernard? I don't blame her.
Oh, Sandra Bernard?
You tell Madonna.
Right.
If she got any problems, she should talk. I got nothing to say.
You got nothing to say about it.
Talking?
No, she's not talking about
it. No, right. I'm going to cry out loud.
Why are you crying?
I went out last night to have dinner at Maxwell's. You know Maxwell's?
Maxwell Plum?
Yeah, that's on 3rd Street and 7th Avenue.
Yeah, Maxwell's.
Everybody knows I was dancing my life away.
You were there?
Yeah. Want to check it out?
Sure.
After I left church, I got to get out of here. I got to go to a club.
I don't think Maxwell's has been there since 1986.
I know. I didn't go to sleep last night. I mean, I don't mind.
Now, Paula, what do you do? Are you a singer as well?
Come on. I'm practically the one who pushed out the door.
Are you a singer, though?
Without me, she wouldn't have got there.
Oh, really? You told Madonna, go out and do your thing.
You pushed her out the door.
You pushed her out the door.
I tell you what.
I bet you did,
exactly like Madonna.
You do sing?
So help me God.
Let me hear you sing.
Right now, I'm going to go slow, okay?
You're going to go what?
Go slow.
All right, go ahead.
I may be slow, but I'm one step ahead of her.
You know you sound like my sister?
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Oh, just kidding.
Hold on to yourself, okay? Don't get off on this one. But the honest truth. No.
Go ahead. Let me hear you sing.
I'm not lying.
I know you.
I'm lying. I'm dying.
Go ahead.
But I did go there yesterday. I really did.
Oh, no, I believe you.
You asked the girl... You asked CBS if I caught him up and he'd man me too now, David Letterman.
No, you won't.
I came there in 1980.
I'll protect
and Daniel
you.
Bernhardt went bye-byes to Hollywood.
Right.
Now, Ingrid's laughing. I'd like to know what's so funny. What's the big joke? Why is C-100 laughing and say, Howard Stern must die?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Are you going to be on a Super Prada? Or are you going to have another record to cut?
All right, listen to me.
When we talk about this face-to-face.
Right. Listen, come in tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning at 7:30, Paula.
Nope, you're going to come and get me.
Okay.
All right, we'll come and get you.
I got much more to say. Can you imagine what I'm going to say next?
I can't imagine what you're going to do. You're more outrageous than your sister.
Well, you better believe it. I'm going to go down to 2036 Oklahoma Street in Michigan, and we're going to see how many Michigans we got.
That's their home address in the hometown.
All right, Paul, I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. I'm going to put you on hold. Gary will make the arrangement.
You tell Pat, my mistress is going to kill me now. Mistress Christiana.
What is it?
Oh, my God, oh, God.
Nah, she ain't going to kill you.
No, you know something? My lawyer's going to have a fit if you change these words. But that's okay. You leave it the way it is. It's all natural, right or wrong?
Right, I'm with you. All natural.
My friend Aaron.
Right.
You know, he's got something to say about it.
Okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hold on.
And so does God.
All right, hold on. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
She's going to cry about this one, so we'll keep on talking.
All right.
I'll be quiet, okay?
I got you.
Talking and don't crack up, okay?
All right,
but
Paula.
When she hears about this one, you tell her what you're going to do then.
Hey, you got a man in your life? I know a guy named Ian I'm going to fix you up with.
I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
I got something that you ain't got.
I know you do.
Oh, man, amen, thank God.
Right. Viva la difference.
Now, don't forget.
All right.
The fruit of that womb, Jesus, the word of God.
All right, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
This is not ratting nobody. I'm not a rat. I love my family. It's not a freak show, okay?
Right.
It's not a freak show. I don't want to get paid for this.
I know.
But you got to do, okay? Just do me a favor.
Right.
Tell my dog, next time she walks down the street, don't look us up in the mail. She may find something she may not like.
I hear you. Thank you.
This is the way I look. Find something in the mail every day. I said, why the hell I got to do this for, God?
Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
I'm not lying.
I know you're not.
Who should lose her voice, me or her?
Her.
Why?
What? I mean, you.
I don't know.
What's the right answer? What's the right answer?
No, the reason is, what's the smartest answer to a question?
All right, listen to me. I got to talk to you tomorrow morning.
You call CBS and tell me tomorrow morning we're going to talk, but today we're not finished.
Okay.
But when I get through with this whole thing, you can imagine what it's going to look like.
There's going to be an explosion.
Nah.
It'll be big. All right, Paul, I'll talk...
You told Z100, ain't you glad?
Right.
Didn't listen to that poor Mother Teresa? Who's Madonna going to go up next?
I can't take this, Robin. I got her on hold.
Okay.
Let me put her on hold. We'll take a short break, and then I'll get this ironed out right after this. We're back into the twilight zone of talking to Madonna's sister here. Certainly wacky.
How do you know who that is?
Because she's been up here a couple of times.
I could come up here.
No, they came up with a publicist and everything.
A publicist?
Or somebody. It's Madonna's sister. That's Madonna's sister.
We're really sure of that, right?
Gary is 100% sure.
I don't know.
That's Paula. I'm telling you.
Just because, I mean, Mrs. David Letterman knows David Letterman's address, that doesn't mean they're related.
Hold it, I'll get Gary in here. He'll tell you how he knows.
You can't fool Gary.
Nobody's ever done that.
Maybe it isn't. I don't know.
The blindfolds, Bull.
Papa Bohai.
Let me ask Gary how he knows.
It'll be great if...
Hey, Gary, we're on the air.
I'm having a big difficult time getting her.
Hey, how do you know this is really Madonna's sister?
Okay, because there was an ad in a paper in Atlantic City.
It was a toilet paper.
Rich, it was at a place called Adult World. It's like a video store.
Yes,
and they were advertising Madonna's sister who was going to be there. To Paula Chacon, Madonna's sister.
Right.
So they checked it out.
So I called the guy.
Right.
And the guy...
I was down David Letterman.
Gave me her beeper number. And I've been beeping her for weeks. But it's hard to hold a conversation.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry.
That doesn't mean she's Madonna's sister.
Proof is that?
Boy, that could be proof.
No, please.
That's enough proof for me.
Madonna has a sister.
Hey, between you and me, I don't care if it's Madonna's sister. I just want to interview her.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, how can we get on and say we know positively this is Madonna?
We know that Madonna has a sister named Paula. That we know because she did some...
that doesn't mean this is her.
Look like that. I look like that anymore. God only knows what I'm going to look like tomorrow morning.
So you don't even know if it's Madonna. So you think it is, though.
Give me a break. I'm not lying.
I think it is.
No, I know God only knows. He's the judge. That's God.
Then again, the other thing is, if this really is Madonna's sister... How could we be the first people to find out about it?
Yeah, like where's the current affair on this one?
Come on. So Madonna, I'm so pissed off that she should talk.
Hey, maybe you're someone who goes around saying she thinks she's Madonna's sister.
No.
How do you know you're Madonna's sister?
Hey, you know what? Why don't you talk to her, and I'll get a guy who can verify it on the other line.
Okay, all right.
How do we know who that guy is?
That's Madonna's brother. Hey, how do we know you're not just somebody going around saying...
I'm going to call Z100 and ask them what they got to say about.
Well, no, I'm saying...
Hold on a minute.
All right. Hey, I'm
going nowhere.
No, I'm just saying, maybe you're someone who thinks that they're Madonna's sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, how
There's
people
a lot
think
of people running around who think they're somebody.
Yeah, like, remember Sidney Poitier's son, but it turned out it wasn't Sidney Poitier's son? You know what I'm saying, Paula? Hello? Hey, she's gone.
No,
she's right there.
I'm not crazy.
No, I'm not saying you're crazy. I'm just saying, maybe...
Just talking to Gary or...
No, it's Howard.
Howard.
It's Howard.
Where the hell is Howard Stearns?
This is me.
You got off on this one already? You came 1 second of a minute?
No, I'm on.
So what, are you getting turned on already? You're supposed to get off on this one.
See, we're just trying to verify that you are really Madonna's sister.
Hey, why don't we take a look at my body, have me laugh hysterical, put 2 and 2 together...
I don't know Madonna's laugh, and I don't know her birthmark.
All right, let me ask you a question about Madonna only you would know.
Yes?
All right.
I know exactly what Madonna could do before she does it, and I know what I'm going to do before I do it. What you going to do after you do it?
That proves it.
And God only knows.
Do you know a Madonna
Jesus
thing?
Christ, God only knows I'm not lying. Now, I went down there, and you could ask them. Everybody looked at me and said, "Who that girl?"
Why did you go to Letterman last night when she was on Leno?
Because I was a little too slow. Maybe she was ahead of me.
All right.
Oh, I don't give head. I give head.
You know what it is?
I
think it's that...
I'm not crazy. I got more freaking brains you can imagine.
Hey, let me tell you something. You never know.
Okay,
what's Madonna's middle name?
Oh, yeah, which one?
Or middle name?
Just give us all her names.
Give us all her names.
Madonna Louise Bolana Chacon.
That's right.
But you can read that anywhere. If you're obsessed with somebody,
but would she know that?
Out everything about them.
All right, what's the capital of Michigan?
What's the capital of Michigan?
Yeah.
Come on, everybody knows that, damn it.
What is it? I don't know it.
Teach for to find out?
Well, go ahead, tell us.
Well, what are you going to do when you get there and you put it in a sugar cup or a sugar?
You don't know, do you?
You don't know.
Hey, you know what? I don't know either, so I don't mean
But
anything.
I do.
I do, too.
Yeah, but she don't sound like she would know. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you next time. Next time you ask me a question, have a good answer, because there's always a reason for the smartest question. Is it answer for a reason?
See, she could be Madonna's sister, and maybe she's not. Why are you saying that?
Not even. It isn't possible.
Hey, Jackie thinks he's Nixon's uncle.
I am.
Jackie thinks he's related to George Washington. That's true.
That's Aaron. He knows. Even
Who's
Moses
Aaron?
told me to put him.
What's your brother's name?
Which one? Christopher Columbus?
No, come on. No, your brother. What's his name?
Which one? Mario? My half brother?
Yeah, she does have a half brother.
How about Martin?
No.
How about
the one in the movie?
Antonio?
The one in the movie.
Which one you talk about? My
Hey, she might not be.
She's not Madonna's sister.
Here's what the guy told me. The guy told me that
The guy.
She showed her. Robert, just be quiet a second.
Hey, come on. He's got the FBI working on him.
The guy told me.
Give him a break. Go ahead. Yeah, the guy told you.
He saw her driver's license, which I saw.
Hey,
she does have a driver's license. This is Paula Chacon.
Yeah.
She carries around a bag. She has a bunch of credit cards with her name on it.
She has a driver's license?
Yes, from Michigan.
From Michigan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then she has she carries a bag full of, as the guy calls it, tchotchkes. It's all Madonna-related stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a book from the wedding that lists, like, all the bridesmaids and stuff, I guess. And I don't know. He said that she had some home movies with her as well.
I would have to see that stuff.
Home movies would be proof if we saw.
I think so.
Running into the frame.
Well, I will tell you that I know that Madonna has a sister named Paula, because it was in page 6.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that this is her.
Right, but there is a Paula Chacon.
Does the guy you're talking to have a stake in her being...
No, none at all.
What's the brother's name?
I don't know.
His name is I don't know?
You didn't know that?
That's a good name.
You got any pictures of you and Madonna together?
What does your brother do for a living?
Yeah, that I know the answer to. Who's Warren Beatty?
Which one?
Which Warren Beatty?
What does your brother do besides avoid you?
Which one? Christopher?
Is Christopher the guy?
Yeah,
that is his name?
Yep.
Okay, what does he do?
I think she is Madonna's
What does he
sister.
do?
I wish the hell I was never born, so help me God.
Really?
No, I don't wish, because God only knows I didn't ask to be born.
Well, what's your dad's name?
God only knows that.
All right, if she knows the dad's name, that'll do it.
Hey, how about the birthday to go with it?
What's your dad's name?
Hey, Silvio? How about June 2nd?
What's June 2nd?
She said that's his
63
birthday.
years old.
Really? See, I think it's really her. I don't know. I mean,
I better look
need
at
a little more proof than
I'm
that.
sick and tired. I got nothing else to do except talk to you on the phone, waste my time.
if we hear from Madonna's publicist, I bet you it is her.
Well, then I would say
Yeah, right.
I'm going to open up my book and I'm going to read about the sex and the law.
All right, so do me a favor. Come down here tomorrow.
Why should I? Nobody believes that we're on the air.
I believe you.
Hey, what happened if I told you a story about a long time ago is the honest truth that when I was born, my godmother, I am French Italian, okay?
Yeah.
My godmother. So help me God. Jesus Christ, God on the earth, I'm not lying. If I am God, and I wish that.
Oh boy, I wish you could get to this.
Well, you wish what?
I wish Madonna wake up and smell the roses, no, smell the coffee.
So what was the thing?
Have a cappuccino, we're going nuts.
All right.
No.
Paula, your godmother. Your godmother.
It's honest truth.
All I know is we hit a gold mine.
So whatever happened to me, God only knows.
We beat the tabloids, the magazine, TV shows. We beat them all. Right, baby? You know what I'm talking about.
But Paula, what happened with your
That was a wet one.
What happened with your godmother? You were just telling us, and we believe you.
Yeah, what happened to your godmother?
When I heard this time when I was born, so help me God, not the time I remember the love that you gave me, no. Forget about the border mine. I'm not going to lose my mind. No way, Jose. I'm not lying.
She can't get the story out.
I don't think there is one.
I'll tell you a story.
I hope she lasts until tomorrow.
If you're a psychiatrist and you take notes, what do you write down?
You don't. You throw your book out.
What's the important stuff?
What is it, Stuttering John?
I don't want the book. You can have
Verify
everything.
if it's her yet?
I don't need none of this stuff. I don't need money.
Wait, we're going to ask you a question. We have to verify. Go ahead, John. Ask her.
Your other sister's married to a recording artist. What's his name?
Huh?
Who's your other sister? Who's she married to?
Jennifer, which one? Half sister?
Well, she's married to a recording artist.
Yeah, which recording artist? Is she an artist, or she's still painting, or she thinks she's an artist?
No, a record album.
One of your sister's husbands put out a record album. What's his name?
Wait a minute, Martin?
Who?
Martin's rapping and slapping and rapping, bapping?
That's not it.
Oh, Vanilla Ice got an ice cream cone?
Do you think that anybody in the family has spoken to her lately? No.
Maybe not.
You know what? Why don't you just get her down here tomorrow and let me question her?
You tell Madonna I wish the freak that she doesn't talk, okay?
I can't.
I hope she becomes...
What, you can't close the deal?
I can't get
It's
it.
impossible. Here, Robin, you try.
I really do.
Do you know where she is?
Oh, you better believe I know where she is.
No, not you. I'm talking to Gary.
Paula, where are you right now?
I can't tell you. I'm hiding out.
Hey, how did your mother die?
Breast cancer.
Right. That's
You know what
true.
happened?
That's true. That I know is true.
She sounds
You know what happened? My
legit.
mother couldn't breathe, so help me God. Want to go to the grave and dig her up? I mean, go to dig and...
Okay, I'm going to go to the grave and dig up your mother.
You dig your job?
I'm going to go call Madonna's publicist.
I'll give you a phone number.
You give me... Okay, hey, hold on.
To go with it.
Hey, hold on.
Is it all right
I hope
if we
you
send...
dig Madonna, but I want to talk about this whole thing, so help me God.
Yeah, I want to have you on the air. I don't even care if you're Madonna's
I don't
sister or not.
care. I don't care if I get paid for this, or if I don't get paid, if I get locked up or whatever.
I don't even care either.
We need to
Me
send
neither.
We
So
need...
help me God, honestly.
Me neither. I'm with you.
Because my godmother told me what happened to me
I'm
when
trying
I
to
was
get it down
born.
here.
I think that somebody
Let me tell you
somebody
something.
dropped
We
a
need to
load,
get an
and I
address so we
think
can send
baby,
a car.
God only knows.
Address.
Listen to
Right.
me. I don't care if Sandra Bernhardt comes on. I don't care about nothing else.
Hey, never mind Sandra Bernhardt.
Hey,
Let me
Who's
see.
in there?
Who is that with you?
Oh, I can't tell you. Somebody that's I'm not gonna tell you nothing.
All right.
This guy. Oh wait, we got to some stupid. Wait,
Can we
hold
talk
on.
to him?
Let me talk to that guy. Maybe I
You
can...
can't talk to him. He's got enough problems.
All right. He's got enough problems.
What you got that for? Oh, you got enough problem with Donnie? You want to hear about Madonna? Hey?
No problem.
Hey,
Let me talk to that guy.
I'm just sick and tired with Donnie. Got enough problems. You don't believe
Hey, I got enough problem with Donald here.
All right, let me ask you a question. This is the Howard Stern Show.
I'm sick and tired of hearing, too.
Right.
I'm not hearing it, but you know, A-A-R-O, Mr. Moses, God only knows.
All right, listen. I'm going to put you on
Hey,
hold.
Howard.
Yeah.
Where were you yesterday when I walked into? Were you home?
No, I was home already.
I got your book over here.
No,
you know, I
were
love
home.
your book. But
I was home. Gary said she showed up, but it was already like 3 in the afternoon.
Are you home? You say no.
No, I'm on the air now.
Z100. I don't care
No,
about
she
Z100.
said, were you home yesterday?
And you
The hell was
no, you
Z100?
were.
Z100. I don't care about Z100.
No. Listen.
Wait.
I got to get out of here. Listen to me. I had a rough day today.
Hey, wait. Let me see. What station you on again? K-Rock.
Right.
That's
We got Z100 on the air. The hell with that?
That station
You don't want
sucks.
Z100?
Only mental patients listen to that
I don't
station.
think her radio works.
What's your name? Cat? Oh, yeah. I'm not lying. I wish the hell I didn't laugh like...
That's not my station.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not your station. You're right. I'm sorry. It was my fault. God only knows.
How old are you?
Well, nothing.
It's like trying to contact Mars. I had an easier time contacting Mars than I did.
I think for her finding us is contacting
All right,
Mars.
Paula, I want you to
spaced out.
I want you to come down here tomorrow.
Out of this world.
Hold on, Gary's going to get where you are.
Tell Madonna I'm pissed off already.
All right, hold on.
I'm gonna have my piece of toast and my breakfast already.
All right, listen to me.
I gotta go to bed. Hold on.
Oh, don't go to the bathroom now.
I gotta take a shower too. Honestly, I gotta get out of these clothes. I swear I'm gonna change my name.
All right, do me a favor.
I'm not joking. I'm gonna change my name.
I'm
gonna hide. I'm gonna find something that nobody. I mean, I can't take it. I swear.
All right, come down here tomorrow.
What time? What place?
All right, 7:30. 7:30 a.m.
You tell Pat that I'm sorry. When tell Christiana I'm sorry, but I couldn't take it. I was young at life. I couldn't even sleep about it. It was
all right, now listen to me. Hold on.
I had to walk down the street every day, and everybody says, "Hey, who's that girl? Hey, what? I said, what? I ain't do nothing. Yo, man, what you did?
Change your name to Rosie O'Donnell. Your sister will hang out with you.
Come on. What?
All right, hold on.
Where's
Hold on, just hold on.
Where's she at?
All right, hold on.
What? I can't take move this.
She's wild. She's wild. I like her. God, I'm horny.
What? She said she was turning you on.
She turned me on.
You did it already?
What? What is it, Bubba Booey?
Maybe just get her back on the phone for a second, because I have official word from Madonna's publicist, Liz Rosenberg.
That?
This is not Madonna's
I didn't
sister,
think so.
but a woman who's been going around with Paula Chacon's ID and telling everyone. I mean, she was advertised in the paper.
Hey, we just found out you're not Madonna's sister. Hello? Hey, we just found out you're not Madonna's sister. We contacted... Wait, think out for Robin, Gary. You're in danger.
Hey.
He's a loose cannon.
You are a loose cannon. He has been negotiating with this woman for months.
No.
I'm positive with this one.
Hey.
Hey, you got to stop that. You're not allowed to go around impersonating, but you're going to ruin her life.
Hey. I'm not lying.
She don't even know what's involved.
What do you mean you don't know what's involved? What do you
It was advertised in the paper, so I assumed that it was true.
You know what the word assume means?
Yeah, ass.
Assume what?
Assume.
Assume what?
You're going to get me in trouble. You don't. Thank God for Robin.
Robin what?
Listen to me. You can't go around imitating or impersonating.
I wouldn't imitate nobody.
No, we found out from Madonna's publicist that you are not Madonna's sister.
How would you know?
Because she
You're
knows.
Madonna's mouthpiece.
Hey, you come down here. I'll tell you how I know.
I'm not saying you're not a great guest.
You're terrific. I don't care. Now that I know you're not Madonna's sister, it hasn't changed anything. I still want you down here.
Yeah, but how come when I was born, my godmother told me the whole story?
Well, I don't care what your godmother said. You're a gold mine.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not going to be mine. I'm not losing my mind.
No, I didn't say mind. I said you're.
It doesn't matter.
You're a worthwhile guest.
Why?
Because who cares if you're Madonna's sister?
You got something to say.
You got talent. You got things to say.
That's right. I'm sick and tired of my godmother told me the story. My mother and my family is the honest food, okay? I'm not an idiot.
Hey, you want to be Bill Clinton's sister for a couple of minutes? I don't care who you are.
I know what I am, okay?
Gary, time to
I know what I am, okay? I know what happened.
By the time Gary checks out your story, it won't matter anyway.
Well, what do you want me to do? Call Madonna's publicist beforehand?
Of course.
Beforehand? You'd never want me to tip anybody off that we're going to have somebody wild on.
Who cares, Gary? She's a gold mine.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm going to fill you in on something, okay?
Wonder who's smarter, her or Gary?
I'm not sure.
Hey,
I'd like to think I'm slightly smarter.
Listen to me.
I want to tell you something.
You shouldn't go around saying you're Madonna's sister, though. That's not right.
I didn't say that.
Well, you really...
My godmother...
How dare you do Gary?
I'm not lying.
You know how stupid Gary feels? He was duped by someone like you. Someone of questionable intelligence.
I was duped by the people around her.
Right.
I was duped by Madonna's not sister, her people.
All right.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick and
Gary,
tired.
you have a better chance of being Madonna's sister.
I'm sick and tired.
I got the mustache for it.
I know you want to. I know you badly want to be someone, but
no way. I want to be nobody.
But Madonna's sister
I wasn't born.
is someone who probably has children and a life and wants to protect her
I don't
name.
got no children. I want
no, not you. I'm saying the real Madonna sister, the real Paula Chacon, probably has a life out there. You have to be somewhat sensitive to that.
Oh, how?
You're going to be rational.
She can understand
Why don't
me.
we take a look at the videotape?
She understands more.
Why don't we take a look at the videotape and compare faces?
All right, very
and
good.
And laughs to go with it, and beauty marks.
Fine. You come down
and
here.
How about if I get my godmother, and God only knows I'm not lying.
All right. All right, listen.
I didn't know what happened when I was born. I said,
Robin, has there ever been anything funnier on this show than Gary buying this story?
No, Baba Booey
This is going to be legend.
But this is the best.
This is legend, Gary. This woman duped you.
Mark the date.
Mark the date. What is it?
Everyone's calling asking for Gary, saying they're Kurt Cobain.
Wait a minute. I am a Donald.
You know what, Gary?
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not crazy.
You duped Gary. It proves what I've been saying.
Amazing.
Hey,
this is a day in history. We can never fire you now.
Hey, you know who's stupider than Gary and her? Me. I hired Gary.
No, you didn't.
We can never fire you now.
Never going to fire you. No one will hire you.
Who made you boss?
This is it.
Who made you boss? I'm not the boss.
You have to see Gary's face now as we goof on him.
He's devastated.
He's picking his nose. He doesn't know what to do.
I did everything that you told me to do.
And I'm thinking to myself, he's going to be a father.
Yeah. Wait till this kid hears about it. I'm going to tell this story to his kid as soon as the
Why
kid
can't I be a father, Robin? You're a mother.
I'm not getting screwed here.
All right, listen.
I'm not getting screwed. I'm not a mother.
All right, you come down here tomorrow.
Why should I?
All right, I don't know how you convinced Gary, but you did. You come down here tomorrow. I'm going to give you a medal.
We want
a medal for what?
A medal for duping. I want to meet the woman that duped Gary.
Well, I'm not the only one she duped.
Oh, okay.
She duped the owner of schools. They happen all the time.
Why me, God?
Right.
Why me, God?
Okay.
That's what I've been saying.
I didn't do nothing. Hey, Jesus
Orlando,
Christ,
welcome to the show.
What happened? You were living
This is the kind of treat you're in
Ain't no joking matter.
It only gets stupider from here.
Ain't no joking matter.
All right, listen to me. I have to go be locked up. As you know, I'm institutionalized. After I do the show, I'm institutionalized.
Here comes my other boss.
Here comes General Manager Tom Chiasano to compliment Gary on him.
Before I ask you to do commercials, can I just say one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
If this is Madonna's sister.
Well, we've determined it's not.
Well, wait a minute. Don't you think?
Tom's still not convinced.
He's going with Gary.
Yes.
If it is,
yes.
Would like you to believe it's not?
Oh, you're
See,
saying you
that.
think Madonna's publicist would lie? I don't think. No, publicists never lie. No, I do not believe that this is Madonna's sister, but I believe this is an excellent guest for future shows. And Robin, speaking of excellent guests, guess who is here right now?
Who, Howard?
Superman's brother. Gary
Who checked him out?
Gary, he swears. Oh, yeah, he had a license. Wolf. No, actually, she's here.
Oh, okay.
She's down here at the station since this happened late yesterday afternoon.
Whoever she is.
Is she here?
Oh, yeah.
She is here.
I hear wild knocking coming from the room next door.
Oh, really?
It's like knocking on the door. Like
all right, let me take a commercial break and we'll bring her in.
Maybe she's with Woody Woodpecker.
What does she look like?
She looks a lot like Madonna.
Does she really?
No. Well, she looks very unkempt.
Okay.
You know, and she's with a guy. She's with a black guy, I think, that was on the phone with her yesterday, too.
All right. Well,
yeah, I know.
Okay, all right. We'll be... How's she smell, all right?
She hasn't smelled bad yet.
Oh, good. All right.
Hasn't smelled bad yet.
But he's expecting it.
It could happen any minute.
It looks like it could happen.
All right, let me take a break, and then we'll meet her. She's down here. How we got her, I don't know.
This is the woman who convinced Gary that
Right.
she was Madonna's sister.
Yeah. Corky.
Are you calling me Corky?
No, Corky could convince you of anything.
Corky could scream better.
You know, Gary, I don't know if you know this, but Jackie Martling is Richard Pryor's brother. You might want to talk to him about it.
You know, you're a lot lighter than him.
I'm a monkey.
It's the same birth month.
Let's take a break, and we'll meet Madonna's sister right after this. Well, in an effort to bring you different points of view, I really got to straighten this girl out. This
Yes,
is,
could you please tell her to stop running around spreading these stories?
You're going to bring her in?
Yeah, we're ready for it?
Now, none of us have seen her.
I have.
This is the one that convinced Gary that she was Madonna's sister. She's
She
here.
must look an awful lot like Madonna since Gary fell for it.
Yeah, sure. Gary's all upset that we say a simpleton convinced you.
He keeps saying, but she convinced this one and that one.
Yeah, the strip club owners.
I'm an idiot. I'm a friggin' idiot.
No, you said it, not me. All right, I got to see if I can get my energy together to interview her.
Yeah, it's hard to keep her on any kind of track.
Well, and also, when you hang around with people who are a little bit off, it drains your energy.
Yeah.
It drains your personal energy. I read that in a book somewhere.
Oh, so then you'd better do something to protect yourself.
Yeah, like put up the invisible shield. Fred, the invisible shield for Mars, please. All right, Gary's bringing her. Obviously, it takes some time to get her from one room to another.
She's right next door, he said.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything because she doesn't listen to Gary. Here she is, Paula Chacon.
Sit right in this chair. Sit in this chair.
Hey, how you doing? Come on in, you guys. Oh, man. Come on, it's Howard and Jackie and Fred. Come on in, you guys. No one died. Sit down.
What?
Sit right there. Would you sit down?
Sit down. Gary has to yell at her because someone told him when you deal with her, you have to talk to people like that very directly and tell them what to do.
And be forceful.
Sit right there.
And sit down and put the headphones on. How you doing?
I love you, V100.
No,
this is not V100.
Yeah, this is.
I want to hear a story. I like.
I'll play your song. Just sit down.
I love V100.
How you doing? Are you blind?
No, you by the light. I spoke with you. Got no light in his face.
How you doing? Now listen. And who's your friend with you?
Oh, he's from ZQX Productions. He works for me.
Oh, he does work for you?
Yeah, I paid him. Did I pay
How you doing? Do you live with her?
No, I paid him.
No, really, seriously.
He works for me.
Does he really? Do you?
That's realistic, for real.
You do? What do you do?
Anything and everything.
Really?
Like what, for instance?
Anything and everything. You know, whatever.
What kind of business do you run?
Safe sex business.
Safe sex?
In the time of AIDS, to support AIDS for a good cause.
Right. All right. I'll concentrate on you. Now, listen. And you two aren't lovers, are you? Are you two boyfriend and girlfriend?
We practice safe sex because we don't believe in that stuff, because we believe in God. Jesus Christ already knows. God, you know.
All right, now.
I got my Bible, want to see?
Yeah, but listen.
I got your Bible, too. Will you sign it for me?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Right, now or later?
Later. Listen to me.
Right now, why not later?
All right, I'm glad you came down.
Why? You came down. Were you getting off on this?
No, I'm glad you are here with me today. It's like contacting Mars.
I didn't have no... Hey, Mars, what are you about easy as that? That's easy?
Let me describe you. You're wearing dark sunglasses. You have on an orange winter coat.
Oh, I got my basketball. We play like the Knicks.
Oh, you're like your sister Madonna. You like the basketball.
No, we both like that. Me and my friend over here.
Oh, okay.
And I would also like to point out that one of the ways she fooled me was the other day she was wearing her Blonde Ambition tour jacket.
Oh, she was?
I didn't fool you. I was wearing her jacket.
Now, listen, seriously. We found out from Madonna's publicist that, in fact, you are not...
I spoke to Madonna's publicist.
Right.
What's the name?
Liz Rosenberg.
I can get her on the phone.
Maverick.
Right, you can get Liz on the phone?
I was on the phone.
All right, wait, we'll get Liz on the phone.
Okay.
Liz says...
How I know it's Liz for sure?
Well, we'll...
Two days, one thing.
Oh, she doesn't even like you.
Gary checked her out. He read about it in the newspaper. Now let me get...
What do you know about the newspaper?
No, listen to me.
You was in the newspaper.
Gary says that he found you in a newspaper.
In a newspaper? I found
I think that maybe... the real Paula Chacon is a dancer at some of these clubs. Maybe she is.
No,
I was dancing at a club. I went to the nightclub. I went down.
You dance at clubs?
Howard, this is the Paula Chacon. This is the Paula Chacon that was advertising in the paper because the only way I could find her was to call the guy that was
playing.
Now, according to Madonna's publicist.
Yeah, I spoke to Madonna's publicist.
Okay, she says
several times, many times. I told her we had a lot of. I spoke to Madonna.
Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. You think I'm a smart guy? Do you think I'm a smart guy?
I didn't tell you. Why you something mine?
But do you think I'm a smart guy?
In what respect?
Bright.
I respect you, didn't I?
You do respect me?
I expect you and I respect you.
Do you respect me?
Why shouldn't I?
Okay.
You respect me, you expect me?
All right, let me give you my opinion, okay? Now try to follow this. I'm going to try and straighten you out. Listen to me.
Straighten me out?
Yeah.
For what?
You, according to Madonna's publicist, you go around impersonating.
You impersonating?
Madonna's sister.
What have you got in that bag?
Yeah, what is in your bag?
Well, I got a thing that me and Madonna wrote together.
Now, you're holding a doll. What is the doll?
Oh, that's my dummy.
That's your dummy?
No, that's his boy toy.
That's a toy? All right. What do you carry around in that brown paper bag?
Oh, we got something in here that's very important that me and Madonna wrote.
All right. Is that a song that you and Madonna wrote?
No, it was something that Madonna wrote. Isn't it?
Let me see.
He just sits there. He doesn't answer.
Yes, he does. He can speak. He got a mind of his own. I don't speak for him. Look.
What is that?
Didn't we write this, Madonna? Me and you. Yes or no? God only knows. It's all true.
Right.
Madonna's not here.
Yeah, Madonna.
Well, how would you know? Are you her mouthpiece? Are you Liz Rosenberg?
No.
Who are you?
That's Robin.
Well, how am I supposed to know that?
Robin's over there.
Were you a bird?
Yeah, there she is.
Hi.
Hi, Robin. Where's the only one that caught the bird? I didn't have my breakfast this morning. You have bullet for breakfast?
Now, let me ask you this. Were you ever in a home of some kind?
Were you ever in a home?
Yeah.
Where do you live now?
Like, were you in a group home?
Oh, I'm alive and living. I'm still making a living. I make a lot of money, and I'm very glad of what I do.
What, from dancing?
No, because I believe in doing good things in this world. I really do. That's the honest truth. So help me God. Take it for what it's worth.
All right.
Now, last night, me and Madonna couldn't go to sleep. Right or wrong?
Right.
Madonna was so restless that even her mother could wake her up right now because my mother died. Fine. But I want to talk about death sentence right now. This is honest truth. We read this book, and this book is not for Howard Stearns.
All right.
I guess I'm a corp. I smoke too much. I am a bad girl. I'm not a good girl. I'm not.
You don't have tuberculosis or anything, do you?
Well, I don't know. Anything
who knows?
possible.
Who knows what you got? All right. Anyway, listen to me.
Anyway, I got this book.
Now remember,
I wrote it together last night.
You last night you and
we did so.
All right. Listen to this.
God knows I'm not lying.
Listen. Let me just say something. At all times.
I lost my voice too. God knows that's the honest truth. I'm not lying. I'm not putting this is actually the truth.
Listen to me.
Take it for what it's worth.
But listen to me. At all times, our people in our audience should understand.
I'm far from being. I'm not crazy.
At all times during this interview, keep in mind.
I'm for being here with you.
The funny part is Gary believed she was Madonna's sister. Now that's the part.
Keep on calling Paula.
All right, now let's get back to it. Paula.
What does it say in the Bible?
We don't know what else to call you.
What in the Bible?
What is your real name?
What's your real name?
All right, listen.
How am I supposed to know?
Okay. Listen to me.
That's an honest truth. God already know my
You and Madonna wrote that last
Yes,
night.
so help me God. It's
you were with Madonna last night?
Yes, we were spiritually together.
And you wrote that last night?
We are in the book it says, I'm not allowed to say, because we wrote together. You don't believe me? Let her read it. Let us decide that, and let God decide that.
Right.
See, you didn't
there was a reason for this. Oh, yes, it was, so help me God.
Right.
She said they wrote it together spiritually.
We wrote it together spiritually, okay?
All right, spiritually. Listen to me.
We wrote together. We were together.
All right,
more ways than one.
It is bad to go around impersonating.
What is so bad? You what?
Madonna's sister, because there actually
what
is
do you
a
know about
Paula.
Madonna's sister? I know that.
I know, but there's a Paula.
Well, what do you know about me?
Well, I don't know anything about you, but I'm
be
just
quiet
saying.
then.
All right. Well,
you don't have nothing to say. You're a lawyer?
Well, I'm trying to help you out.
You can't even help yourself out right now.
I'm saying you're a lovely woman. Why shouldn't you have your own identity?
How would you know about woman? You don't know no woman.
Oh, I do too.
I read your book.
Yeah?
Tell me about it. Read that book.
You read my book? How long did it take you?
Well, how long did it take you to come up in a second?
Were you okay before you read the book?
Were you all right?
I was laughing hysterical. You told you was hysterical.
Now, someone tell me you were a Rhodes Scholar before you read the book, and then this happened.
I was a what? You were
a scholar before you read the book, and then you...
Look, I got a friend of mine listening to it. The whole world out there is listening. You know, I got a friend of mine named Aaron, Aaron.
Yes, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
That spells moon.
No, hi, Moses, brother.
All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
Wait a minute, I can say hello.
You have your own personality. What do you need to be Paula Chacon for? Who cares about Paula Chacon?
How would you know who I am? Read the book. Then you
book?
Yes.
Why don't you read the book?
All right, give me the book.
What does that say, please?
All right. This says peace on the streets.
Don't piss on the streets. What do you know about
peace on the streets.
I can't understand your English.
All right, great. I'm sorry. I'll have to speak clearly.
You better go to God. You better go to church.
Hey, help me out with a song I'm writing. I want you to finish
You can't write a song. You
Roses are red, violets are... Finish it.
You finished it.
Roses are red, violets are...
I'm not speaking.
All right, let me see your book. Let me see the book with the thing you wrote.
Let me see your book.
No, you just said you wanted me to see your book.
Show him the book. My book or our
book?
This is our book.
The book you wrote with Madonna.
Hey, me and God and everybody wrote this book, okay?
All right.
It's not for me to say, ask Madonna if she'd like to see it. No, she don't have to look up if she doesn't want to.
All right, now let me just wrap this up.
This book? If you read this, can you imagine
I have to wrap this up. I want to ask you one thing.
I'll let you see, okay? But you promise to read it?
Okay.
How many lines can you read? I'll
just a few lines. Just a few lines.
Okay, here.
All right.
Don't be nice to it. It's a Bible, remember?
Okay.
Like your book, it's a Bible. It's like a song, okay?
Wow, look at what you've written here.
I didn't write. We both wrote together.
Oh, boy.
What does it say?
Read that. Oh, boy. It doesn't say, oh, boy.
I don't think there's a word here I can read, but...
read? You don't even understand English.
All right, it says, yes or no, because need answer from someone in this world because I feel it does make...
A difference.
A difference.
Why? Why? Ask the question. What's the smartest answer in the world? What is the smartest question?
Who that girl now, Madonna, so now what? Ha, 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 ha. Please don't laugh. I'm not joking matter. Because
it's not a joking matter. You can't read, Mama.
Because it's not a joking matter, because it does matter to me, too.
Make sure she reads it. That way she does matter to her, too, because she's pissed off at you right now.
So I see. These are some of the pages are stuck together, and I wonder why.
Well, don't ask why. Don't ask. What's the smartest question to answer?
Here, well, anyway, you better hold on to this material.
No, that's for Madonna.
Well, I'll give that to her.
That's for you. Oh, I know you didn't piss it. I mean, you didn't touch it.
I didn't touch it.
You take a piece out of it?
No, I did not touch anything.
You can't even do it.
I didn't touch a thing. No, I don't have anything.
Oh, he's lying.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You ask God.
I never lied.
Where's your Bible? Let me see.
I love Jesus Christ. Don't tell me I'm lying.
God.
I love our Lord Jesus Christ.
Can you prove it?
Yes.
Okay,
I'll tell you how. Well, listen to what I say. What is the Bible? Yes.
Here's my Bible. Where's your Bible now?
Oh, well, I keep it in the other room so people like you can't get it. All right, there is your Bible.
He's going to read the Bible right now, okay?
All right.
God,
listen, I just want to ask you one question.
My microphone.
No, your microphone is on.
I'm like it.
All right, listen to me because I'm running out of time.
Oh, yeah, I got my ears on.
If I was you...
If I was you, what would you do?
I would not go around
go around doing what? Taking
saying
your
I'm
clothes
Paula
off?
Chacon or anything like that.
You're not Paula Chacon.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't.
You're ice cream cone.
No, let's say, listen.
You're
what you should
scream
do?
Or you're gonna scream.
You should try to. You should try to maybe.
Hey, wait a minute! You didn't read that book, the Bible. Hey, wait a minute.
All right.
You didn't write the book. God wrote the book.
Well, okay. You know what?
Who are you,
Robin,
God?
I can see I'm getting.
Are you God?
You're making progress.
I finally met a woman that I can't make progress with.
You can't get the first base with me.
You absolutely not.
You better read your book again.
What about you? Do you have sex or anything with anybody, or do you pretty much abstain?
I just told you before. I believe in ZQX.
ZQX?
What's that stand for? Read the book. You can't.
No, I don't want to read your book because that's top secret. If I read it on the air, people will steal your music.
Who said it's top secret? What do you know about the book of love?
All right, listen to me.
What do you know about sex?
This
what do you know about God?
All right. Huh? Well, I don't know
sorry,
much.
God. I'm yelling at life again.
Here.
No problem.
Listen, I just want to thank you. Listen to me.
Listen to me.
I want to thank you.
I
want to thank you. I want to thank you.
You can't pronounce the T sound.
I want to thank you.
I'm thirsty. You need something to drink.
I want to thank you for coming in today.
Why? Well, I should thank you for not taking me on your show.
No, I'm happy to have you on.
The battle for life. What life did you lose?
No, Jackie O died.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
a newspaper article.
Well, Madonna says something about Jackie O, and I say that's something that happened that God decides that, not for us to decide.
That is correct.
Okay, Madonna, I don't know if you're listening.
Are you talking to Madonna right now?
I know. Are you talking to Madonna right now?
Can you contact Madonna spiritually right now?
Yes, I can.
Would you please do that for us before you leave?
Yes.
Please. Go ahead.
Only if God decides that's not for me to decide, but if I have to, I would.
Go ahead. Contact
we wrote
her
last night, so help me God, and you take it for what it's worth. Madonna, hi. If you would like to read this book, it's up to you, but you don't want to, that's up to you and God. But if you want to, I have it here. I know you've been restless last night for a reason, but what's the smallest answer for this reason? Well, I'm not as bright, but maybe you read it and maybe...
What's your favorite TV show?
Light?
What is your favorite TV show?
My television show?
Yeah, what do you like to watch?
Howdy Doody Show.
Howdy Doody Show?
Yeah, how do you do is steal up people's minds?
Right.
Tell me about it. You get into the brain?
Never steal anybody's mind.
No, you steal their brains up?
Never.
What's your name, Howard Stern?
Right. Well,
did you steal me up?
How old are you?
How old are you?
No, I'm 40.
Asking you,
I am 40.
You're 40.
How old are you?
You're for what? For older woman? You're God's gifted woman?
All right. Well, listen. Hey, now.
You're not God's gifted woman.
Now, what about your friend here?
Right, you're gifted. You're gifted me. Wait a minute. That's when you hung up the show.
Right. Let me ask this guy something.
Hey, I'm not doing that.
Is it hard working for her?
Are you listening to this? You're especially listening to this?
No.
It is not?
Hello?
What do you do for her exactly?
Like I said,
I'm sorry, okay?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Whatever's required. I mean, it's more of a
caretaker job?
No, he can't take care of
No, I don't take care, no. I just basically stay around, you understand, hang around. And
right, you watch over her?
Who pays you?
So who pays you, like the state or something?
I pay him.
She does? How much you pay?
Where does she get money from?
Where do you get all this money?
I work all my life. I'm not lazy like you. I'm not getting lazy on the job.
Oh, okay, good.
What are you doing? You're lazy on the job?
I'm saying it must be a tough job, though, because she's a lot to handle.
No,
how would you know? You didn't...
No, not that I would know. I'm asking him.
It's enjoyable.
Right. What was that?
I lost my...
It's an adventure?
No, it's not an adventure.
Now, do you think she's Madonna's sister?
Yeah, do you think that she is Madonna's sister?
How do you feel about Madonna?
Well, I know her name is Paula Chacon, so, and that is...
Madonna's sister.
Yes.
Right.
How do you know her name is Paula Chacon?
She told us she's Paula Chacon.
No, I'm asking him.
Why don't you come in the room and argue with her?
I'm asking him.
That's right.
Because they're testing you. Okay, put you to the test.
You seem like a pretty normal guy. You know what I mean?
How long have you been working with her?
Yeah.
Quite a bit of time.
How long?
Wait a minute. Don't be putting words into it.
Quite a while.
Quite a while.
Like what, a year or so?
No, it's been longer than a year.
Longer than a year? Like 2 years?
Have you ever met Madonna?
Off and on, hang around, basically.
Has Madonna ever come by the house or anything?
No, I've never.
No?
And you've never taken Paula to see her parents or anything?
No.
Hasn't happened. But maybe one day. You're working.
When was the last time you saw your family then?
When I saw Madonna, when she was coming out and she was with a bodyguard, she had a Michigan shirt. She says, what?
Oh, really?
What about Michigan, huh?
So
honestly, it's the honest truth.
So you guys are a team and you work together and.
We're a team. That's what
I see. Well,
so basically, she saw Madonna when Madonna was leaving her house to jog.
Right.
She was going to work.
Yeah. Well.
And I said to Madonna and her bodyguard, I said on that day, this was quite some time ago.
Right.
And I said, she had a Michigan shirt on. I said, help me God. And I said, what about Michigan, huh?
Wow, isn't that something? Well, that's fascinating. Well,
and this is how you talk to your sister.
This is how you talk to your sister? It's a nice conversation.
I respect my stuff.
You do. Well, sir, you've got an interesting job, I must say.
How did you two find each other?
Yeah, how did you meet up with...
We met up in the middle of broad daylight, middle of broad day.
Yeah, and he...
No, Broadway, honestly. I was going my way, he was going his way.
All right. Well, listen, let me thank you.
Hey, wait, he's got a mind of his own.
Yeah. Let me thank you, too.
How do you pronounce the sound?
Let me thank both of you.
What nationality you say you was?
I am Yugoslavian.
You're Slav up to
Yeah.
Slavic?
I want to thank... I want to thank... You're a very beautiful woman, and I certainly want to thank you.
Where Bob Beauty lives?
Well, you look very beautiful.
Don't you want to see her eyes before she goes?
Let me see your eyes. Take off your sunglasses.
I'll tell you what. I'll show you the video of me.
Yeah, show her the beauty mark, Paula.
I'll show the beauty mark.
Let me see the beauty mark so I know you're... Let me see.
Only if you promise to read your Bible every day.
I promise.
I should read that book right now. 3 sentences on page 4.
Page 4? All right, I'll do that.
How do you know it has numbers on it?
Whatever you say. Page 4.
Madonna's not on the radio. How
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe she's not listening. Maybe she's...
Poison pen, haha. That for dance some...
You can't write. Go slow.
That for dame some Sean Penn. And
that's
well...
damn sure.
Oh, well, your spelling's a
you
little
can't, No, your spelling's
D-A-M-E.
She remembers everything she writes.
Well, can you believe it? Well, Madonna, I guess live to tell this one is 1, a lone number.
What is the lonely number? What number is lonely?
Yes or no, Madonna?
What?
Love equals your sister, love your brothers, love your...
It's a language of his own. You can't understand that language yet.
All right, now
it's more like,
let me see you without your glasses on. Let me see what you look like.
What do you look like without your glasses? Let me see your voice.
All right, how's that?
You don't look too good. You go back to sleep.
Okay. All right, listen, we got to move along now, Gary.
Ask me a question. I'll be honest with you.
All right, let me see.
Beautiful.
Oh, very pretty. Very nice. Very nice.
I look just like in the video.
Yes, you do. You look like the video.
I'm going to tell Robert Lynch. I think the Roberts are coming. Hey, Robert, what's Lynch in here?
Well, let me just say that, Gary, I can see why you were fooled by this woman. You do not defend me in any way.
French foo-foo means crazy.
Right. You are very nice. Gary, good job. Good work finding Madonna's sister.
God decides that.
You did nothing wrong.
In what respect? Why are you lying?
No, I'm not. I'm telling the truth.
You're immediately talking too much.
Hey, Gary, how do we end this segment?
Well, I Bible. It's a half-hour job to get over.
Well, you know it's a Bible.
So why don't you try to help
Paula?
That's not your Bible.
Paula.
Oh, God is your Bible. God only knows.
Paula, you need to take your important notes in your...
Paula, you getting pulled every minute? Jesus.
Gary, would you just take care of this? You found her. Gary, you found her. Oh. Hey, come on, the guys are...
Take your book. Take your book.
It's not my book. It's for her.
Right.
I'm leaving it for Madonna.
Hey, can you help us out?
Can you make sure she gets it?
All right, good. Yes, I will.
Make sure she signs for it.
If you leave it, I will try and get it to her.
Get her Bible, too.
Hey, Madonna, if you don't get it to you, God will get it to you. One way or the other.
One way or the other.
Right.
He may steal it from you. You never know.
See, he usually doesn't come with her. This is
God
great.
is your judge.
What's that?
Okay, we did write that book, and if I don't like it, you can send it back and give it back to whoever you like, okay?
All
Where
right.
it came from, all right?
Gary, make it happen.
All right, let's go.
Make it happen. Hey, who's that girl, by the way, that called me, was that you, by the way?
No.
MC or CM or RCM?
Absolutely not.
AT&T, how about it?
Thank you, Paula.
I'm off the air now, bye.
Let's take it. Okay, Paula, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Give us an update. Let us know how things are going. All right, I will. Yeah, Gary will take care of it.
Yeah, we'll bring it to you.
Yeah. I promise you.
You told God that. Don't tell me.
I promise you.
You can't promise me.
Well, I know. Okay.
Don't keep talking to her.
I'm fascinated.
It's okay.
That's all right.
I'm not sure. That's an honest truth.
Be careful. All right, Paula, go ahead with Gary. Go up. Look at Gary. Look at that. Ooh, look at Gary. Look what he's doing.
I brought a whole bag here for you.
I know, but look at Gary. Quick, look at Gary. Go ahead. There you go. No, let him touch you. He likes you. Go ahead.
It's not my jacket.
Oh, it's not?
She's like disrobing.
She's taking her clothes off. Go ahead. There you go. Hey, thanks. Thanks, man.
What?
Thank you.
What did he say?
My bag.
What?
He had my bag.
He took your bag?
That's how they work.
Jackie, I don't care what bag they take.
I was willing to let it go.
Well, that's what's good about the show. You get to meet all different kinds of people. Anybody thinking of moving to New York? Maybe some of our
people like Paula do very well here.
Yeah, maybe some of our new friends from Orlando want to move down here.
It's easy to see how he was fooled.
Yeah.
You know, she was up here like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I can see why Gary believed her. Who do you think's smarter, Baba Booey or her?
She is. She fooled him.
She won?
Yeah.
I should bring her on Leno tonight with me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guess what? I got Madonna's sister.
Oh, man. How killer would that be?
I don't know.
I don't know. You got to hang around with her all day.
That show's only an hour.
That show's only an hour. It could be a special. Maybe it'll be like a 4-hour show.
So funny.
They'll bump Conan and Greg Kinnear.
You know how
groundbreaking. That's
Madonna on the Letterman show refused to leave when he was finished with her? Well, so will her sister.
Yeah.
On the
Her sister's just like her.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. I got to take a break, Robin, from that very exciting conversation. I want to see Gary get her out the door. I couldn't have gotten her out. Hey, my hat's off to Gary.
You know what? She wore him down. That's what she did. That's how she convinced him that she was Madonna's sister.
Well, Gary comes in here and he goes, I've learned that in order to, with people like that, you have to just yell directly at them and tell them what to do like a 5-year-old. So that's why he was like, Paula, now.
Go.
And I kept saying, look at Gary. That's what we do with my daughter, my 1-year-old. Like, look at Gary. Go.
Over there, see?
You have to distract them.
Like doing magic for a 3-year-old.
Yeah. I worked in a CP, not that she has CP, but I worked in a CP center.
Don't give yourself a lot of credit. How
for
long
a day.
did you work?
A half a day.
Yeah.
And I quit. Because your whole day is like, you go, what would you like to do? What would you like to do? Well, I was a volunteer. My mom told me it would be good if I volunteered to help people with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
So I said, why? I was a kid.
She didn't know what kind of a person you were.
She said she did. I said, how come you don't do it anymore? Well, it's,
I was tough.
Yeah. So I go over. It was the Roosevelt CP Center.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know why it was in Roosevelt. The only place you're going to get a CP Center is in a black community. And I lived in a black community. Black people don't care who the hell moves in there. So try and pass one off of those in the white community. So I go in there, and the woman just says to me, go take care of this guy. So there's a guy in a wheelchair, can't talk to you. They don't even know his age. They can't figure it out.
And you've never been there before.
Oh, no. And they just send me off with him. They say he has a book on the back of his chair. Just if just ask him what he wants to do and let him point to the book.
That is sick.
Yeah, this was really sick.
I can see why you walked out.
Yeah.
I used to give you a hard time about it, but you never explained it that way.
But I was a kid. I was a little kid.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I said, okay. And I wheeled the guy, and all of a sudden, as soon as we were out of range of that lady, he just started rocking back and forth to the chair violently, like tipping the chair and going... And I went, oh,
you must
Christ.
have been scared to death.
Oh, I was freaking. And I went, okay, the book. And I open up the book. It has plastic pages on it because this guy evidently tears all the pages out. And I open up the book and I go, what? And he starts like wildly with his hands, because his hands were all gnarled and stuff, and he just goes...
Why did you wheel him away?
So, they told me to. They don't want him around. So I was, I don't know. They said don't take him to the cafeteria because if he eats, it's, someone's got to feed him and junk. So anyway, I freaked out. I wheeled him back to the lady. I said, I don't know what he wants. She says, I'll use the book. So she takes the book out, and the guy, he was like, I don't even think he could read.
He didn't know what he
points to one of the things on the page, but like his hand just happened to knock it into it. He pointed to music. She said, he wants to hear his records. I said, oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Where were his records?
Yeah, so they have a rec room. I wheeled the dude down to... Did you get rid of her, Gary?
Well...
What happened?
It's very, very difficult. I couldn't get her to leave until I gave her my box of bran flakes.
Oh, good.
She took the bran flakes and then...
Want to give her some money? Does she need some money?
I had her out in the lobby.
I'll give her some money.
No, she doesn't want money.
Really?
I had her out in the lobby, and then I thought she was, out there, and then the guy asked if he could use the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
And then... I went back at the lobby. She was missing, so I got really scared. So I found her in the ladies' room.
Yeah.
So I just sent the guy into the ladies' room because she doesn't leave,
Yeah. She's sort of like Ralph.
Homestead.
She's like Ralph.
Yeah.
Female Ralph.
So is she gone now?
John's helping get the, get them.
Right. All right. I don't care as long as they're out of the studio.
All they want is an autographed book.
All right, so get a book and autograph it for them, God's sakes. Let's get going on this.
I sure wish I could figure out what's going on there.
So they kept saying, please, forget, you can't. That's a puzzle that's going to remain unlocked. Geraldo himself couldn't unlock that puzzle. So anyway, I start pointing to the book. The guy points to the book, so I wheel him down to the rec room. Second I get him in the rec room, the guy starts again. Screaming.
Put on the record.
Yeah, so they have a little one of those, like, Victrolas. Like, like a little kid carries. Yeah, like you turn it to 33 and a third.
Yeah.
I take one of the records, I throw it on, I start playing the music, and then the guy gets violent, but I mean violent, rocking in the chair. So I'm going, holy cow, I was shaking at this point. I'm shaking. So I said I kept putting on different records. The guy got more and more violent. He was almost rocking, if you can imagine, out of the chair.
Yeah.
And like moving up and down and going wild and screaming like in pain. I went, holy mackerel! I took the guy, I wheeled him right to the front desk, and I left him there. And I walked out. That was it. And the woman came outside afterwards and said, "What's wrong, please?" I go, I'm leaving. She goes, "You just got here." I said, "I can't. I'm not fit for this kind of work. I don't know how you do it. The guy isn't reacting well." She goes, "Well, he is one of our tougher cases."
Yeah, why would you give that to a volunteer?
Yeah, right, a kid. Yeah, I go, "Well, yeah, so she says, "Well, maybe I shouldn't have started you out with such a tough case." I go, "Oh, you mean they're not all like this?" She goes, No, there's some mild people. I go, I was just like, I don't believe. You know what? It was good. I just got the hell out of there.
Yeah, really.
It was like
because
an insane
anybody
asylum.
who would treat you that way doesn't deserve help.
You don't understand. He's of normal intelligence. In fact, he has very high intelligence. He just can't talk. He gets frustrated. And he's like 20-something years old, as far as we can tell. I went, who cares? What are you giving me a profile for? You should have stuck with me with this thing. I mean, what are you leaving me alone with the hardest case? 20 years old, high intelligence. This guy's rocking back in his chair. What do I care what his IQ is?
Give you a kid who can talk.
Yeah, give me someone who can...
at least.
Yeah, someone who could at least marginally talk, like Corky or something. Hello, Howard. I love you.
That you can deal with.
Howard, feed me. Okay, that I can deal with. I might have hung in there for a few trips. I'm not a friggin' candy striper. I got to take a break. I got to mellow. I don't deal well with all that situation. See what I mean, Robin?
Not the most sensitive person, no.
I got to get out of here. Boy, I never thought about being a healthcare professional after that. What's going on now? Did you get her out?
No, but yeah, well, I got to get you to sign this book, but you want to see some of the facts that have come in?
Howard, listen, don't tell anyone, but I'm willing to give you an exclusive interview. But hurry, the sun is rising and I need to get back in my casket. Dracula. P.S. Tell Gary, if I'm not there, my friend the Wolfman is screening calls. Gary, I'd love to come to the show and get naked for Howard. Sincerely, Hitler's mother.
Oh.
See attached driver's license. Look at this. The guy even made a license. It says, Achtung, official German driver's license. No passing, no speeding, no Jews. Mrs. Hitler. And it's got a picture underneath.
Looks real to me.
Howard, tell boy Gary that Mama Looka Boo Boo Day's sisters will be calling in today. Regards Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah, but you could sign this book.
Did Dick Cavett ever call back?
No, he didn't.
Oh. All right, I got to take a break. Hey, what is this?
It's the
book. That's the book to her? What's her name again? Paula? I'm just going to write my name.
Just write your name, because her name could change at any minute.
God only knows.
God only knows. I'm not lying.
Was that? Oh, okay. We have a phone call after these commercials.
All right, I got to take a break. All right, we'll be back right after these words. Robin, on our phone is Mr. T.
Oh.
Gary swears it's him. Mr. T, how are you?
Hey.
Hey, hold on a second. Wait.
I'm a little hoarse because I've been out here pumping up the Tough Man pay-per-view from the MGM Grand, where you got 16 of the toughest fighters going to be fighting tonight.
Mr. T, there's someone who wants to talk to you. There is someone here. Madonna's sister is here. She would like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, Howard, you're too tough, man. First, I want to say hi to Robin there. Hi, Robin.
Good morning, Mr. T.
All right.
Paula, you want to say hi to Mr. T?
Who?
Paula wants to say hi. She's a big fan. Paula Chacon. She's Madonna's sister.
You say Paula?
Yeah, Paula.
All right. Hi, Paula.
Paula, say hi to Mr. T.
Excuse me, Mr. T? Are you waiting on a sign? What does your name stand for? God only knows. I love you. God bless you. Thank you for listening to the Howard Stern show. What does that T actually stand for?
Wow, gosh, I'm so honored. This is amazing. Hey, the
Stand
teeth
for honored? Oh, I remember.
The teeth to the women and children stand for tender.
Excuse
to the bad guys stand for tough. And I pity the fool.
No, but God only knows. Maybe you're waiting on a sign.
Who did what now?
Maybe God only knows. Maybe Jesus Christ, God only knows.
Howard, help me here,
God's brain now, come on. You know you're not insane. You got brains, you know. I can explain the pain.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Whoa. No, that's not what it means. It means, oh, no. You're on the air. Come on. No, you can't come on. You can't do this to us.
I'm shy.
You're coming. You're shy.
I'm shy.
You ain't got no girlfriends? What happened? You got punched out? You had a fight with a girlfriend? Are you fighting with who? I'm not. Oh, wait, you got to go to bed. Hold on. Wait. Excuse me. What happened? Your pee came out? Oh, Please.
First time I heard Mr. T be quiet.
Yeah, he's so...
She really silenced it.
Excuse me, honestly.
Paula.
God, are you waiting on a sign?
Paula, do you have one question for Mr. T? I'll allow one question for Mr. T. Go ahead.
Honestly, Mr. T.
Howard, see what threw me off, Howard? See,
you told me that.
I expect to talk to you, Howard. You know me.
No, you know me, but God knows that. Wait a minute, he don't know God. God only knows.
God, you know.
Jesus Christ, my God. Wait, before God name in vain. Oh, my God, you're going to say. Oh, my God. Excuse me, that's what I said. Oh, no, God.
Run for governor.
Governor.
Can we get Howard?
That's right.
Whatever name.
I'm not God.
Look out.
Shut up!
All right.
You shut up!
Howard. You gotta run them muggers out of town. So Central Park can be ready.
All right, hold on, Mr. T. Mr. T, listen. All right, Paula, go ahead. Paula, you go.
Get out of here, Paula.
All right, Paula, get out of here.
Get out of here, Paula.
I can't hear you. What you say?
Get out of here, Paula.
What?
This is time for you to go.
Yeah.
Where you going? To the bathroom already?
No, you have to go, Paula. All right, go ahead, Paula. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
All right.
Catch up with your sister.
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
You did. Mr. T loves you.
That was great, Paula.
Thank you, Paula.
I'm about on records.
All right, thank you.
Boy.
No, she's apologizing. She thinks she did something wrong.
No, you were fine. You were fine.
Yes.
Hey, Mr. T.
Hey, Howard.
I guess you ran out of stuff to say.
Who, me or no?
I just want to see how you react to Paul. Hey, listen, Mr. T is calling in for a good reason. He's promoting the Tough Man competition. Yeah. You know that.
But that's how he was. Howard, it's always good to talk to you. Whenever you tell me to call, I want to talk to you. You know.
Yeah. Well,
I never want to come a nuisance. You know what I mean?
You're not a nuisance at all. Listen, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Mr. T actually got discovered by Sylvester Stallone during a Tough Man competition.
Yes, Sylvester Stallone was watching.
That's right.
Yeah, of course. Are you still in touch with Sylvester?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't hound him every weekend and say, hey, man, let's go out and, sail it or something like that,
Yeah.
I mean, I see him, he see me, we call, talk to each other, stuff like that,
Hey, you know where you must have been happy?
What's that?
I know you hated George Papard.
Huh? Who said what now?
No, I said I know you hated George Papard, the guy on the A-Team.
Talk about the dead, Howard.
No, let's talk about the dead.
Before we talked about that,
we
cleared it up.
Let's talk about the dead.
Talk about the dead?
Yeah.
Why not? They can't defend themselves.
When you were on the A-Team, when you were on the A-Team, you hated.
I'm gracious for the A-Team because it made me millions of dollars and all that.
Yes.
And the reruns doing good. I want to thank the fans for keep on watching. I love it myself.
But
there was no problem between me and George. I don't hate nobody. Like I told you, I have no control.
Was George a nasty son of a bitch?
I have no control over people have different feelings towards me.
Was George a nasty son of a bitch?
I don't know. You said that. I didn't say that, Howard.
I'm asking you.
Like you.
Was George didn't like you, did he?
Well, a lot of people didn't like me.
No, but come on, talk to me for real.
I'm talking to you, Howard, because I love to talk to you, my man.
George was a nasty son of a bitch.
No. I don't know about that.
Was he a bad white man? I think he was a bad white man. I'm with you. I'm going to back you up on this.
No.
Was he a temperamental pain in the ass and looked down at you because you were some kind of new guy on the scene and he was this established actor? Come on.
Like I told you, see, when I started making millions of dollars, I didn't care what somebody's feeling about me. Like I never did.
Did you have a party with him?
No. It wasn't a party kind. You know that.
Right.
And like the song, but then it wasn't a kid like me.
Will you dance on his grave? All right, that's enough of an answer.
Well, you do cool, man.
Mr. T.
Because we controversial. I love you because you're going to get it out. We got to say it, and I tell you, you got a hell of a following, man. I'm just glad that you took my call, man.
All I know is I am still smelling Paula in here. I don't know about you guys.
Wow, man. Boy.
All right, hey, listen, Mr. T.
Yes,
Mr. T. Let me do it this way so that you would not be on the spot.
Okay.
Bang your head on the telephone once if George was an a-hole.
Silence.
Really? All right, so you say he was a good man.
He was a good man.
All right, okay, that's fine with me.
Mr. T doesn't say anything bad.
What, about the dead?
No, like I said, it don't do no good. I had fun working with him. We had opportunity to make some kids smile, do the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Kids will come by, want to see the guys on the 18.
All right, I'll go with you on that.
Remember, we're going to move on house. We got a press to issue tonight from the MGM Grand. I'm the co-host of the...
All right, let me explain this.
All right.
Let me explain this.
All right, Howard, because I'm fired up, baby.
The Tough Man competition is a lot of fun.
Right, because remember last year...
What did Mr. T do?
Mr. T, do you wear, do the guys wear boxing gloves in this?
Yeah, they wear.
Oh, they do.
Howard, you remember you saw it last year?
I saw it 2 years in a row. I love it.
Yeah, you know.
It's on tonight. Mr. T stands there. He coaches one of the guys.
Okay.
He'll always, you see, each guy who fights, they just take these tough guys who love to punch each other in the face, but they're not professional fighters, but they're really good street fighters. They could probably beat the crap out of professional boxers because they're street fighters. And they kick each other, and they punch each other.
No, Howard, no. It did not be true. But you know they don't do no kicking.
Remember that big fat guy last year?
You only go 3 1-minute rounds, Howard, 60 seconds.
Yeah, but they're all bloody at the end of it.
No, that's because the guy didn't block himself.
Yeah, but that's good. I like that.
You got to cover up.
It's a real fight.
Tough man. So you got to hit your man more often than he hit you.
I don't know who's tougher to talk to, Paula or Mr. T.
There was a tie.
There was a tie there.
No, Howard, no.
Listen to me, Mr. T.
Yes, sir.
What I'm saying is that these guys are regular guys, get in the ring, and they beat the crap out of each other, and then they can go on, and at the end of the night, there's one champion.
Right. Wait.
And then you stand there and tell them what to do.
No. See, I'll be operating out of a corner, telling each fighter. But at the end, like I said, most important, Howard, that the guy who win tonight, he got to fight 4 times tonight.
Right.
The tougher guy should be able to do that, and he'll get $50,000.
Well, the guy
got a guy from New York in there. His name's John Labrador Retriever.
What about the last Labrador Retriever? Why is he a dog?
Huh? No,
Listen.
he's a guy, but he got to have them nicknames.
But what about the guy from last year, that big fat guy?
Yeah, that's Butterbean.
Yeah, Butterbean.
Is he back?
He's back. And the guy who beat him is back also.
Oh, yeah. It's a great night. It's tonight. If you order it on pay-per-view, it's at 9 o'clock. And then afterwards, you can watch me on The Tonight Show.
We're right, and that's good. But the most important, make sure you order it legally. Tell the people, don't try to bootleg the cable. So when you bootleg the cable, that's money out of Mr. T's pocket.
Oh, can you do that? How do you bootleg the cable?
Huh?
How does one bootleg the cable?
Well, I ain't going to tell them how, but they...
tell me. I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, well, what you do, how you don't want to pay for it.
You don't want me paying.
And have a little tough man party.
Right. No, I think everyone should pay for it. Absolutely. But tell me how to do it. You're saying that people actually steal the...
Yeah, sometimes they steal, and that makes me mad. You know what I mean?
I wonder how one would do that.
And it's only $14, $14.95. You see 15 bouts, 16 tough fighters. You can't beat that, so we got it down to a science. 14, 15, and 16.
And when you're on TV tonight, say hello to me, will you?
Are we on Howard? Because I'm going to tell you something else. When I'm out here, man, you got so many fans of people saying, hey, T, I love you on Howard, man. You got to get back on Howard Stern, man. Love you.
What are you doing right now? You laying in bed with a white woman?
No, man. I'm in my room by myself. I know what happened to Emmett Till. I know what happened to Jordan, too, the civil rights guy with the lady. No.
All right.
See me with a white woman, I'm giving her directions. To catch a cab. Because sometimes they be scared of the muggers. At first they might see me black. They think I'm a mugger. Then they find out I'm not a mugger. They say, oh, Mr. DM, I just right there, wait, ma'am, whatever,
The hell is he talking about?
Giving directions.
Nah.
Well, I better say goodbye. I'm losing my mind from the last two people.
Trouble. There was the T-Stabbers, some damn trouble.
Oh, boy.
But right now,
he's wild.
Friday from the MGM.
Let's get Paula back in here.
I like she handled him.
You know something, Howard?
She shut him up, didn't she?
Howard,
what is it, Mr. T? You're on.
Yeah, Howard, everybody that's anybody going to be watching the pay-per-view. I just got a call from Mike Tyson. He said, Mr. T, I would love to be there, but I'm in prison. So he called me to ask me to talk to the warden so he can get cable in prison.
Yeah.
Talk to the warden as I get to talk to you so he can get cable.
All right, listen, Mr. T.
Yes, sir, Howard.
Good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you, man.
We'll watch you on pay-per-view tonight.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, and tell
Robin, huh?
Did you really talk to Mike Tyson?
No, that was a joke, man.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We were sitting here all wondering.
Yeah, I was just
joke a little bit, but one thing about me, when I tell a joke, I'll tell people it was a joke,
Yeah, thank you for telling me. All right, Mr. T.
Thank you again, brother.
All right, thank you for calling in.
And to the people, you got the #1 station, and when you run for governor, I'm going to vote for you 3 times, like I do in Chicago. I vote early and vote often. Robin, I love you.
All right, Mr. T.
Y'all tonight on TV.
All right.
Me now. I'm be on pay-per-view. I'm going to stop and say, hi, Howard Stern. Hi, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you, Mr. T. That's Mr. T, of course. Oh, my Lord.
Paula had a good interviewing technique. When Mr. T started going, she just went,
He started yelling back at him. I could never actually get up the energy to talk in that fashion.
No.
He must breathe through his ass because he never runs out of air, that guy.
Well, we've seen him in here when he does that. He actually works up a sweat.
Yeah, it's like aerobics. That's his aerobics. Instead of Stairmaster, he just yells. A lot of black guys do that. I see.
Well, you see, the black ministers are always sweating.
Yeah.
no matter what time of the year it is, because they talk in that very high-energy manner.
A lot of black people have very loud voice, and they like to talk loudly. I see it on Oprah and the various audiences. The black women will get up to lecture people and go, my name is... And it's just, I see that there's a lot of energy there. A lot of energy. It's wonderful. That's Mr. T. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Can't get him to talk about George Peppard.
No. Oh, Peppard. Must have been a nasty son of a bitch, I tell you. Don't talk about the day. Don't talk about the day. Don't talk about the day. Well, who the hell are we going to talk about? Let's take a break. We'll do a little news, maybe take a phone call or two from our fans. Making my big announcement tonight on The Tonight Show. I think, Robin, you'll be pleased with this announcement.
Oh, I'm reading about you here in the paper.
What does it say?
It says here that Governor Cuomo remains vulnerable to a general election challenge, although his chances for re-election are boosted if radio shock jock Howard Stern goes ahead with his threatened gubernatorial bid.
What is this all about? What do you mean threatened?
Cuomo,
why am I a spoiler? I have more people voting for me than the Republican candidate. The Republicans are spoiling my candidacy. Why are they not getting that straight?
Let me go on. Cuomo was backed by 43% of those surveyed when matched in a three-way contest with a barely known Republican challenger and Stern. Stern drew 10 to 12% of the vote in the three-way matchup.
I'm going to do better than that. How much did the Republican draw?
Most of it coming from undecided voters and not from Cuomo supporters.
Oh, bull. I'm going to get 85%. People want the death penalty. And they want Stan Dworkin. Hey, Stan Dworkin's going to be in the audience of The Tonight Show. I'm going to introduce him, my running mate.
Right.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I hope you recognize him.
Yeah, that's right. We did a makeover.
Have you seen him?
No, have you?
No.
Oh. Maybe we have seen him. We just don't know it. He had the makeover.
Maybe we've seen him a lot.
Maybe he was just in here as Paula. Let me take a break, Robin.
That was wild.
Why are they saying I'm a spoiler?
They say the Republicans got 38%.
You're kidding. Am I losing ground?
I'll tell you one thing.
I'm not going to run if I'm going to lose.
I'm really glad that you didn't meet Paula before we went to Albany.
Yeah. She would have been with us.
Your nominating person.
Could you imagine?
I would have let her give the nominating speech.
Maybe your running mate.
We got to bring her to Cleveland.
Oh,
no.
She's on the A list. My plane. She's going on your plane.
Let her fly the plane.
Paula's going to Cleveland.
We get over that?
Excuse me?
You get over that? You get over ready?
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Let's take a break, and then we'll come back and do the news and stuff for you, and maybe take a couple of calls right after this. Robin, this is in. Gary has Jesus in the green room, and we're going to probably have to clear out some time for him. He knows it's him.
That's a very important guest. I'm sure he's been checked out.
Yes. They're hammering him right up to the cross as we speak, so we know it's him.
Let me correct one thing that I said earlier. I was talking to you about this little column in the New York Post today that mentions your name. And I said you drew 10 to 12% in a three-way race that these pollsters conducted by phone when pitted against Governor Cuomo and an unnamed Republican. Then I said the Republicans got 38%. Well, no, that was not correct. What happened was they polled Republicans about who they were thinking of running as a candidate for governor or voting for as a candidate for governor in their primary, and 38% of those surveyed were undecided.
Oh. And you mean I got 12% of the Republican vote?
No, you got 12% of all votes.
Oh. Still
but when they asked the question of Republicans, who are you thinking of voting for as a candidate to run for governor in the primary, they didn't know.
Oh. Well, that means I could pick up a lot of votes there.
That's right.
That's right. Give me time. I'm coming on strong, baby.
Meanwhile, I see a letter in the Post as well about you.
Yeah, that was boring.
Actually,
it was boring.
I just thought it was very funny that this guy, the one paragraph that's interesting at all, he's complaining because he ran for the office of public advocate in the last city election against Mark Green.
Yeah, and he was a libertarian.
And he was the libertarian candidate. So he says this year the Libertarian Party nominated Howard Stern as its candidate for governor, and we received more press coverage than we have in our entire 23 years of existence By nominating a clown, we have managed to prove what the press claims to be political reporting is nothing more than a joke.
Hey, you know who's really cool? Melrose Larry Green.
You think so?
Yeah, you know what he's doing today?
What?
I just got a report. He's out by Jackie O's building.
Mm-hmm.
I guess where maybe the body's still there.
I was going to say, is Jackie O still there?
All the reporters are out there doing stories, and he's there with big signs, watch Howard on Jay Leno tonight. He's got, in the middle of all these live reports, he's out there wandering around with his big sandwich sign.
Jay should be thrilled.
That's funny.
Doesn't he have anything better to do?
What could be better than that?
Oh, man.
Something I wanted to tell you.
How he's living.
There was something I wanted to tell you. Who told you that?
Who told you that?
Damn. What were we talking about in the commercial, Jackie? Do you remember?
We're talking about I just mentioned that late.
Yeah, we were talking about Leno, but I don't know. I've been watching. I watched a tape of Leno when he had Madonna on and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Those whole late night shows, it's like Letterman and Leno are battling it out, right? But meanwhile, Ted Koppel is beating them all. What's that say about those two guys? If Ted Koppel is beating everyone and getting huge ratings.
Was that just this week with those Haldeman tapes, or is that normal?
No, last night, again, he beat him with, what the hell was the topic? I got it right here. Hold on a second. Yeah, Clinton's foreign policy. A discussion of Clinton's foreign policy. He had a 7.8.
Ted Koppel?
Yeah. Dave had a 6.6 and Jay had a 5.9. Ted Koppel's beating them both. But you never even see, like, late night. You don't even see King of the Late Night is Ted Koppel.
Is that just New York or is that national?
That might be, I don't know. That might be New York. I didn't read, that closely.
It sounds New York to me.
I don't care where it is. That's amazing. I don't know. Jay's got to stop doing those bits. Like, he's trying real hard to do, like, Letterman-esque bits.
Yeah, there's some pressure, it seems to me, on Jay to take up that Carson mantle. He always had his little bits that he did that were staples in the show. And Jay felt obligated, it seems, to work up some of his own.
Because Jay did a bit the other night where he came out, through a special effect, they gave him a giant-sized head. Mm-hmm. I mean, bigger than his normal head, believe it or not. Impossible, I know. And like he was Mr. Brains, and Branford would ask Mr. Brains questions, and he would answer them. I don't know. I never saw. It was unwatchable.
Really?
Unwatchable. It was weird. Like, I can't all that crap. I don't know how many writers he's got and stuff, but it just wasn't funny.
But he's not a bit guy.
No, he's never done that kind of stuff.
I saw him in that one movie he did with Pat Morita.
Yeah, he's a great comic. Just do your comedy.
Yeah.
Your stand-up. Stand-up. I'm so sick of stand-up comedians, I can't even begin to tell you.
Well, it's not like you don't see them on television.
Oh, they're so boring with their jokes. Talk about something real. I don't know. I'm just sick of jokes. Punchlines.
Jokes.
Yeah, jokes. Yeah, break. I got a joke. A jokey joke.
A jokey joke.
You know what I mean with these guys? They get up with the microphone, they stand against a wall, and they sit there and they tell you their observations. It's too much of it already. Not everybody has observations.
We're observed out.
Yeah, I'm so observed. Hey, did anybody ever did everyone ever take an airplane? Raise your hands, please. No. Now, they pretend something real happened to them, then they make a joke. I don't know. That's why I like Kinison. I think he was actually just telling you what happened.
That's the beauty of Sam. He was living a funny life.
He really was. He really was an out-of-control life. You want to take one phone call and start the news?
Yeah, why don't we say hello to somebody today that might be sane.
Los Angeles, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? This is,
I don't care who it is or how I am. I just want to know what's on your mind.
Oh, hi, Howard. How are you? Well, I'm just sitting on one of these Los Angeles parking lots driving into Los Angeles.
Yeah, and I can't listen to a car phone. I'm sorry. Goodbye. No offense. Already it was cutting out. car phones are a nightmare. That hasn't been perfected yet, Robin, despite what anyone will say.
They're still working on it.
Let's see, where am I?
Till they get it
Cleveland.
Right.
Cleveland, you're on the air.
Howard, what's happening? Howard.
Yes.
How you doing, dude? Hey, don't bring that ditz of a thing you just had in there to Cleveland.
You don't want to see her?
Hell no.
We're going to leave her there.
We got enough of those wackos here, man. Hey, you guys are great, man.
Thank you.
And I cannot wait till you guys come here.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. And by the way, everyone in Cleveland, drop us a line if you want us to come to your house or you have somewhere interesting for us to go.
Hey, Howard,
have we had a lot of entries?
I don't know if we've had one entry. A lot of people don't want us at their house, Robin.
Hey, Howard, you can come to my work, man. It's right across the street from
Oh, yeah? Do you work at a whorehouse? Oh, too
no,
bad.
not the workhouse.
No, I said a whorehouse.
No, I work at work.
I got to talk to somebody swift. Dallas, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. This is Howard.
Howard, you need to know where the real Paula Chacon is?
What?
What?
Do you need to know where the real Paula Chacon is? I have to translate.
Yeah. Yeah. She's dancing down here in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a dancer.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that there's a real Paula Chacon, Madonna's sister.
And she's
who might be an exotic dancer. I mean, this is what I'm trying to piece together.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess somehow Baba Fuhi got confused, or so, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So
well, that nut you had on the radio earlier, man, she sounded like she was some kind of homeless prostitute or something, man.
Yeah, I don't know what she was. New York, you're on the air. Might have been a bad idea going to the phone. I'm not particularly interested in what people have to say. You're on the air.
But he supports your premise because that's
Yes.
what you've been.
Howard.
That's been my theory all along.
Theorizing about all along. That there is an exotic dancer named Paula Chacon.
Right. You're on the air.
Yeah, Howard. Yeah, how about making some more videos?
Well, I have one out right now, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you've gotten it.
Yeah, I have that.
Well, if you have that, I mean, we just started selling that. In fact, I'm going to bring the poster of me on the Tonight Show. I want to show it.
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't think the audience has seen it. I think they'll actually like it.
No, I'm so hooked on the old TV show. I need some more videos to watch of you, you know?
Well, who knows? We might have some new things coming up soon, and I've got a big announcement I'm making on the Leno Show. There's all kinds of things in the works.
Is there any
What do you think the big announcement is? Have you speculated at all about it?
No, I haven't, Robin.
No, I'm talking to the guy on the phone.
I have no idea what it is. But I'll come up with one tonight.
You better have an announcement.
I got a whole bunch of hours to think up one. No, I have a big announcement to make.
It's got to be something great, you know?
Oh, it is great.
Yeah,
Fred's leaving the show. There it is. I couldn't wait. What is it, fa?
If you're interested, you want to know why Ted Koppel beat both those shows last night, what his subject was?
What was it?
It was Jackie O.
See, Ted changed in midstream.
Is there any way I could get my hands on some of those old TV shows?
Well, no, there isn't. As a matter of fact, those old TV shows are owned by both myself and Channel 9. Not really me, though. I have some control as to where they sell them.
Oh, really?
Not where they sell them, but if they can release them. So I have a little bit of say in it, and we've been unable to come to terms on things.
I mean, that was really happening show.
They want to release those. They want to release them on videotape and take every dime of it. Somehow I got to object.
Didn't they do that the first time around?
Yeah.
Ever get paid?
Yeah, we kept saying we were going to get paid at some point. No, we haven't come to an agreement. But those shows exist, and we have some great outtakes and things, and I could put together a great tape. And maybe one day Channel 9 will come to me, and we'll sit down and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I got to see some of the ones I missed. I'm missing like half of them, and I really got to get my hands on those.
Yeah, they're good shows. Thank you.
Great. Take care now.
Right. As a matter of fact, we used to beat Saturday Night Live regularly. I can't imagine this season what we would have done to them. We would have obliterated them. An awful season of Saturday Night Live. You know why? I was reading an article in the paper, Robin, and they make the point that in the old days of Saturday Night Live, why did it work? You had a bunch of ensemble players who all would be writers, and they'd be writing material, and they didn't care like who got the greatest lines or who had the best character. It's like they say, hey, Aykroyd could play Nixon. Mm-hmm. Let's let him do Nixon. Belushi will play Kissinger, and we'll do this with. It was sort of a team spirit.
Yeah.
Everybody just wrote bits. In fact, Aykroyd would write bits that he wasn't even in. It was for they wanted the show to be successful.
Yeah.
They say that really what Saturday Night Live has turned into is that like a guy like Mike Myers does his character. He does that lady, the Jewish lady, or the
kid.
Yeah. Wayne's World. And then if they get a good character, they develop it for a movie. Everyone's sort of like, they write their own thing. If they're in it, they'll write it. They're not really interested in the whole show. I don't know if it's Mike Myers. I mean, I just use him as an example of, like, he has his own character. Maybe he is a team player. But they say there's no real team players. Nobody really thinks of the show. Saturday Night Live used to be thought of, hey, let's make this a great show. Now it's sort of like, hey, how can I showcase myself?
It was funny because they had a primetime special on Saturday Night Live this past week, and they had some of the old bits from the first couple of seasons with people like Dan Aykroyd.
Bill Murray.
And then they had some of the stuff from the new season, and it was so glaringly different. Yeah. You know, the good stuff from the stuff you see today.
Yeah, I know. That old stuff still makes you laugh. But, who were we talking about yesterday was real funny? He wasn't from Saturday Night Live. Oh, yeah, it was from SCTV. To me, the guy I think is real funny is Rick Moranis. I watched HBO is now showing you Ghostbusters 900 times. You know, they're running the original Ghostbusters.
But it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's not Beastmaster.
No.
If you got to watch something a million times.
Because every time I watch it, it's funny. Ghostbusters, the first Ghostbusters, is the funniest movie around. Rick Moranis playing that stupid part where he runs around looking for the Beastmaster.
Or the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper, that's who it is. The gatekeeper. He goes up to that horse. Are you the gatekeeper? And, like, you know, a lot of guys would have ruined that part. He's really funny. He's good. Rick Moranis. Everyone else can kiss my ass. Him I like. That's a good movie. Everyone was good in it. Bill Murray was real good in it. Dan Aykroyd, I don't know what happened to him.
Dan Aykroyd used to be thin.
Yeah, he just used to be real funny. He was like, I idolized him.
I think since he gained weight, he can't act.
Yeah. But, yeah, I was watching that show, too, the old Saturday Night Live bits. I forgot how bad Gilda Radner's body was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, God, was she flat-chested.
Oh, and a flat butt.
Yeah.
She's just flat all over.
Even when she got skinny.
Just...
I always couldn't believe that Gene Wilder married her. You know, it's sad now.
She was a cute person and funny, but sexless.
Yeah, I mean, and he really loved her. He could get a lot of women with his, you know, he's in movies and
but
crap.
He's no Clark Gable.
He's no Clark Gable, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe
to
he was going after real love. He just decided he wanted love.
I guess so. That's one of those wacky guys that goes after real love. Doesn't care about personal appearance.
Crazy, huh?
God. Give me a chance to date. I don't want real love.
Your first stop wouldn't have been Gilda.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, let's take a break and do the news right after this. All right. Robin, where are we in the news?
Well, of course, Howard, the big story of the day is the death of former First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis.
Jackie.
Died last night at about 10:30.
Jackie
After slipping into a coma, she discovered she had cancer back in February. It was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but a very aggressive kind. And after many treatments, and being readmitted to the hospital earlier this week, she was sent home by her doctors because there was nothing else that they could do, and she decided that she wanted to die at home surrounded by her family and friends.
Is she going to be all right?
She died last night.
Oh, she died. Oh, I see. Hey, you know, I don't know. I think it's funny that all the reporters are out there, and as Robin pointed out this morning, that Ted Kennedy walked out. There's about 3 billion reporters flashing lights and stuff.
He's squinting.
And he goes, I just want to thank all of you in the media for giving Jackie her privacy. What planet are you from, dude? What do you mean giving her privacy?
I guess that's privacy to a Kennedy. Only 5 billion reporters.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We were expecting 10 billion. These guys aren't even letting anyone into the building.
They have to have bodyguards and police escorts to get to the front door.
Notice that Cavett didn't call us. He got in to see Jackie O as she was croaking, and the dude doesn't call us.
Of course not. Not when he's got something to say. You know, right after he has lunch with Woody Allen, you know, during the custody battle, we don't hear from him.
Yeah, right.
And right after he visits Jackie O and she dies, he doesn't call.
Yeah, that's why people are friends with him. Might be boring, but at least he doesn't squeal.
I guess we're far down on the list of people he has to play up to.
Ted Kennedy was just glad to be out in front of the cameras without them asking him about him, like, bar or drinking or William Kennedy Smith's rape trial.
He's got 7 or 8 microphones stuck in his face. Yeah. And everybody's saying, how are the children?
The children are the nicest children. They are the luckiest children in the world.
They are great.
I'm just waiting for Jackie O to die so I can grope her. She won't resist. I guess he's playing it pretty straight and narrow now that he's got that woman keeping him in line.
For the time being.
Yes.
What's fun about Ted is that there's always the possibility that he could go off.
Right. Anything can happen. Error. I made an error.
So
Sorry.
It keeps you interested.
Yeah. All chunks of his nose missing.
Yeah, I guess that young wife loves looking at that big raspberry
on his nose. Face. Yeah, I just am amazed because that young woman stands there and she's staring at him lovingly. And I mean, come on, the guy's in pretty bad shape. I mean, that face looks like it's been through the mill.
And you just think back to how handsome he was.
Yes, this is my wife. She's blind.
When he was young, and you see what a lifestyle can do to you.
Yeah. Well, he's had a fun life. It's amazing he gets to live, but Jackie O dies. Jackie O took care of herself. That's weird. And Mother Rose gets to live? That Rose Kennedy?
That is the most amazing thing, that Mother Rose. I don't know if she'll be at the funeral. They haven't made the arrangements yet.
Is it possible that some people live forever? They just never die?
Not forever.
That's never happened in the history of man?
I don't know of anybody who's lived forever.
This could be it. How do you know she'll ever die? How about if she outlives Teddy?
Absolutely.
Is it that just nobody's checking? Would somebody check?
You think she's dead in that chair? Oh, that's outrageous.
I mean, she's been slumped over like
now, that's
that
an
for
outrage.
the longest
You know they
time.
check her with a mirror every day.
Robin's a shock jock.
You're saying that woman that they wheel around is decaying in that chair? That's outrageous.
She might be a mummy.
She reminds me of like one of those birds.
How they're going, mummy, mummy?
She reminds me of a bird. Like, you know when you see like birds that were just born and they're all in the nest and their necks are like craning up
yes,
for some
for
food?
that worm.
Yeah.
No feathers yet or anything.
Yeah, no feathers, nothing.
All wet.
Yeah, barely can lift themselves.
Pink and clammy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That whole thing is weird. But I was shocked that she died. Although I can't believe the glowing reports on TV. Wonderful woman, the beautiful woman.
She devoted herself to her children.
The queen of...
she survived 2 husbands.
Amy Pagnozzi, the big women's libber. She writes a whole thing about how what a role model Jackie O is. I said,
for career women, yes.
I said, well, then why is it that you put down women who sit by a man complacent as he womanizes? Jackie O's husband, the first husband, Kennedy, she knew Marilyn Monroe was in the bed. She knew everything. She sat there with like blinders on in a coma, ignored what her husband was doing, played the dutiful wife. She was certainly subservient, that's for sure. And then when he croaked, she marries a guy for money, so she'll have financial security.
Well, she didn't marry him right away.
Oh. Marie Curie kicked. No one had a nice word to say about her. Madame Curie. I forget, did Jackie O cure polio or free the slaves?
Yeah, every paper has about 5 or 10 pages. Nixon didn't get this much press coverage when he died.
When I drop dead, you can be sure that Amy Pagnozzi will write a column about what a skunk I am, and she'll be dancing on my grave because I'm a terrible misogynist, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm a guy who goes home to my wife, my kids, and I'm there with them every night and tuck them in. Well, they tuck me in, but...
Stop congratulating yourself for doing
come on.
the thing that you're supposed to do.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though, Robin. I'm making a point. I might hate what I have to do every night, but I do it, don't I? Jackie O. What did she innovate? Fashion and alimony. Period. Boom. End of sentence. I mean, listen, I don't mean to put her down. I'm sure she's a nice lady.
Alimony? She didn't divorce. The guy died.
She got the mother load. Marrying an old man. Whatever. Had it made.
I do love when they say she was a career woman, a model for career women. She could have gone. She was Jackie O. Who wasn't going to give her a job?
Yeah, but you think Doubleday hired her because she's a good editor? No, it's just that you have Jackie O working in the building. And, you know, Jackie O used to show up when she wanted to.
Yeah.
She could have had canceled for the last 30 years. They didn't care. As long as they had the Jackie O name, what do they care? I doubt she could really edit a book. Between you and me. What book did she edit? I don't know one book she edited that sold.
The Michael Jackson book.
The Michael Jackson book? He wrote it? Was it his book?
I don't even know. I remember she was talking to Michael Jackson about doing a book. I don't even know if he ever did it.
The Michael Jackson book. That must have been a tough book to edit.
I'm talking to Michael Jackson about doing a book.
Yeah, that'll be a real book. Yeah, I'm sure we'll learn about everything.
He's going to reveal all.
Yeah. Yeah, it tells everything. So
for the last month, I've been going over to a little boy's house and sleeping with him in his bed.
Yeah. Give me that book. Jackie O, I don't know one book she edited. A bestseller, nothing. Michael Jackson's boy. I read it. Kids Say the Sexiest Thing. Great book. Terrific book. I read it. Look, what the hell? I mean, listen, I'm not trying to put someone down on the day of their death, but it's just coming out of my mouth. I got nothing to do with it.
You're not in control.
I'm a wagging tongue with a head. I don't know.
Well, let's listen to a little bit of Jackie O, the person everybody loved, because, quite frankly, as you recall, she didn't give that many interviews.
That's right. Robin has a rare interview that she did with Jackie O.
A few of her observations about what it was like to be in political life.
When I was first married, our life was almost as hectic as it is now.
What? Is she dead? I mean, is she from this country? What accent is that?
It's like that Liz Taylor accent.
Yeah, what is that?
We went to all the best schools.
They taught us to talk like this, so we're from another planet.
And I found it rather hard to adjust. But now I think politics is one of the most rewarding lives a woman can have.
Oh, get out. Pshaw. Politics. Is she eating juicy fruits when they're interviewing her?
You know how Kathleen Turner has that problem with her mouth when she talks?
Yeah.
Because she doesn't know how the words are going to come out?
Yeah.
Jackie O had that same thing going on.
It's like politics.
Politics. Let me hear that same exact tape again. I must analyze that speech.
When I was first married, our life was almost as hectic as it is now. And I found it rather hard to adjust. But now I think politics is one of the most rewarding lives a woman can have.
What an affect. Holy bejesus.
Most rewarding life a woman can have.
I didn't know she talked like that.
Yes, that's why I wanted the tapes, because she did have a very strange speaking voice. Here's something else she
Sounds
had
like Elephant Boy. You know, when you go to some of these schools and they teach you to talk like a lady, I think they get you at some point, they actually make you sound bizarre. No one talks like that.
Well, that's how you get that aura and that class.
Disc jockeys talk more normal than that.
Hi, everybody. How you doing there, everybody? Having a good day today? Okay.
You're always living in a state of crisis. You're always being demanded to meet a challenge. And when you meet it, it's a great satisfaction to you.
Good mic technique. Someone's rattling away back there. I hear some broads on Long Island talk like that. I got to laugh.
You actually have heard that?
Oh, yeah, it's called Locust Valley Lockjaw. I think the Blue Bloods. Hello. Hello, I'd like to sell you a house. Oh, yeah? Where are you from? Mars? They locked their jaw back in. Hi. Hello, Howard. Yes. Oh, yes, I've heard your show. Your line of work must be quite rewarding. How would you know? Your father gave you all your money. Why would you know about work? You wouldn't know what was rewarding.
Reward.
Blackjack.
But yeah, what's your father's name? Blackjack?
Blackjack Bouvier.
Yes, this is Mr. Blackjack Bouvier. Yeah.
I heard he was quite a rake himself.
Yes, here's your rake. Go do my lawn, Mr. Blackjack Bouvier.
He'll break his money up in the middle of the yard.
Royalty. I don't know, nobody impresses me. Except me, of course.
Oh, come on, you're very impressed. The time you saw her on that plane?
I sat next to Jackie O.
That's right.
Forgot about that. Yeah, what I did was when she fell asleep, she had like a blanket over.
Uh-huh.
I guess she was on the chemo. She fell asleep. I reached over. I felt her up.
All right. That is not true.
And actually, she was sitting there. That's right. It's not true.
She wasn't on chemo.
Well, they were watching. She was watching an R-rated movie, and she was getting kind of horny. So I reached over and squeezed a little.
That was when she was in perfect health.
Right place
take
at the right
advantage
place.
of a sick woman.
And actually, she was on the plane. Yeah, she was healthy as a horse. And she was with that guy, The Jewish guy, Maurice Templesman.
Was he Jewish? I thought he was Catholic.
Templesman? He got temple. Temple is where they pray. What are you talking about? Temple. Templesman. That's got to be Jewish.
Who knows? I don't know anything.
What could be a more Jewish name than Temple? The only more Jewish name would be Jewy Jew Man.
Synagogue.
Temple Man. Synagogue Man. There was one guy who had a real Jewish name. Remember that guy we worked with, Kike Dreidel? I mean, Templesman. Temple is where Jews pray.
All right.
Temple's man.
He was the man of the temple.
Man of the temple.
Like Joke Man?
Joke Man. So she was with him on the plane, and they were sitting next to each other. I don't know.
What did you do?
I was like, they were on the left side of the plane, and I was in the seat behind them to the right.
Which is pretty close.
Oh, yeah, real close. She just sat there, man. And she only got up once to go to the can. And then remember I told you I ran right into the can to see what it smelled like?
Right.
She must have peed because I didn't smell anything.
No smell at all.
No.
Jackie O.
Although my pee smells. But I have a problem, a medical problem I don't wish to go into on the air.
I never cited Jackie O at all in all my travels.
No, I did, Robin. I was very lucky.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
That's a real New York moment.
I lit off firecrackers, make it sound like the Kennedy assassination. I want to see if she jumped to the back of the plane.
She went right over the top of that seat.
Not a brave woman. You know, they're saying she was brave.
Oh, grace under pressure, bravery.
Oh, please.
We owe her a great debt of gratitude for the way she handled herself during that whole...
I'll tell you one thing. I'd be pissed if they were shooting at me. My wife jumped out of the car and ran away from me.
Well, wait a minute. Make up your mind. First, he was a philanderer, and she shouldn't have stood by him in the first place.
Well, maybe I know why she ran out of that car.
Then you're damning her for running out.
I don't know. All I know is I followed her in the bathroom. I sat on the same seat as Jackie O because, you know, I sit down when I go to the bathroom.
Especially on a plane.
Yeah, especially. And I had to do number one, although I have to wipe after I pee. I have that problem I don't want to talk about. You know that, Robin. I have a special problem.
Well, was the seat warm from Jackie?
Oh, very warm.
That's cool.
Very, very, very warm.
Yeah. This is some eulogy we're giving.
I'm like Cindy Adams.
It'll be different than anyone you hear on another station.
Cindy Adams lived on the same block as Jackie O. She got 7 columns out of it. Oh, I walked the same streets as Jackie O. And I knew she was dying, but I sat on the information. Oh, sit on your husband's face.
Oh.
Don't sit on that information.
We have a situation going on in Washington, Howard.
That's it for Jackie O?
Yes. What? You want to go on forever?
Yeah. How long is forever? I don't care. I got to hang around till the Jay Leno show. I'm here. I'm here for the long haul.
You're not in a rush to go anywhere.
No, I'm staying. I got to sit around until they tape. God knows what time he tapes that dumb show. Stupid show. Wish I could just take my part now.
Well, you're going to panel and everything, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to panel. But Paulina's on. I'm definitely paneling. I hope she's not wearing pants.
So you're going to be there for the whole hour.
What do you give me if I stick my hand under Paulina's dress while she's talking to Jay?
I would give you
Go ahead.
$500.
That's it? You cheap.
That's all it means to me.
I know what you make. I have a pretty good idea. Anyway, how
I thought
dare
that
you?
was pretty good. $500.
Woman's writing a book.
She's not going to pay anyway.
Right. If Jackie O had been brave, she would have put that pillbox hat on JFK's head where those bullets were flying.
Oh.
He'd be all right.
Yeah. Ever see the Zapruder film?
Maybe we would have caught only one bullet.
You read her lips, she's saying, "Take that, you cheater."
She rang the whole thing.
Yeah, I believe that there was a conspiracy arranged by Jackie O.
That's for Marilyn.
That's for Mary Allen.
Reload, Lee.
Go to it, Lee. He cheats on me.
Oh, we going to hell?
No, you're going to hell.
Oh, yeah.
You're such a great Marine.
Oh, yeah, I'm buying my way out.
Are you a sharpshooter, Mr. Oswald?
You sure you can do it?
Sure. Not a problem.
It will be a moving car, you know.
Now JFK Jr., I guess, gets all the money.
Well, it's interesting to see Daryl Hannah finally get in there.
She got in
waiting for her to come, yeah.
She got to visit Jackie O?
She came late last night, I guess, just before.
Get away from my son.
I think Jackie was already in a coma.
Yeah, if not, that put her in one. She would have lasted a few more days.
Do they like her?
I don't think that Jackie O likes Daryl
That was
Hannah.
the word I kept hearing. What did Cindy say?
Cindy knows. She lives on the same block.
Yeah.
She's got the inside poop.
But I saw that she did come over late yesterday evening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? Was she wearing that mermaid outfit?
No, she doesn't usually walk around in that.
Yeah. She's like 50 feet tall. I was watching a show on HBO. Big girl.
You are crazy.
Big bones. Big bones.
She was playing the 50-foot woman.
Oh.
Ah.
I feel so dumb. I feel like Baba Booey. I picture the call going like this. John F. Kennedy Jr.'s on the phone to Daryl.
Daryl, it's real bad. You know, my mom is real ill. I don't think it's going well. Oh, really? Why don't you call me when you know she's dead, and then I'll come over? Yeah, that might be best. You come over, but I'll make sure she's dead
Yeah,
first.
because we don't want to upset her.
Yeah, because I don't want her, like, you know, writhing on her deathbed, seeing you. My mother's not a big Hollywood actress fan, you know. There was Marilyn Monroe and that kind of stuff.
You know what's more painful than cancer?
What?
Seeing my son with that actress.
Right. Yeah, so when you come in, it'll look good if you just, like, you know, show up. Tell Carly Simon to wait outside, too.
What is Carly? How does she get in? Carly Simon.
It's always interesting to see who shows up at a time like that. Who actually gets in the door and gets to go up to the apartment.
You know, it'd be really cool if, like, Joan Rivers gets cancer. And, like,
we get to go.
And we get to go.
But will there be that kind of a turnout of press to watch her
She's the only big star we know.
demise?
Do we know anybody really big?
No, not anybody who's going to have us come to their bedside.
You're not lucky. You know, Leslie West will get...
And he'll call us.
Yeah. I love Leslie, but...
At the end, Leslie was surrounded by Howard Stern and Robin Quivers.
Man, it'll be in the obituary section. Right next to Henry Morgan. Did you see that in the obituary section?
Henry Morgan died on the same day as Jackie O.
That poor bastard had no luck. Henry Morgan, remember the guy in To Tell the Truth?
He was so talented.
Had no talent.
No timing.
No timing is right.
That nasty old geezer on To Tell the Truth, like you were afraid of him. I think all the other panelists were afraid of him.
Oh, yeah, the curmudgeon.
Yeah, the curmudgeon. Henry Morgan. Angry. He died yesterday, and I'm looking in the obituary columns. I love to read the obituaries just to see who I'm doing better than. And then I see Henry Morgan. I go, oh, it's probably not the same guy.
Yeah.
And it's him. He died of lung cancer.
Yeah, but he was pretty old.
Yeah, he was like 74. Something like that. I got to pass gas. I'm just thinking whether I should do it on mic or not.
Why, you're talking about Jackie O and Henry Morgan dying?
Yeah, but people like when I do that. It's outrageous. Hold on. All right, let's take a vote. Robin, do you want me to do it on mic?
You know what my vote always is.
I have to take. You have to take the vote.
No.
All right, Fred.
I say life goes on. You have to do it.
Jackie, I know your vote.
Yeah, don't be silly.
All right. Here we go.
Jackie loves it for some reason.
Jackie enjoys it. Oh, that wasn't funny. That was pathetic.
It wasn't wet enough. It wasn't your best, though.
Can't believe that comes out of me.
It's like having a flute.
Yeah. You never do that, huh, Robin?
Oh.
Not on mic.
I can't imagine you doing it. You're so demure.
He's silent.
What else is in the news?
Dan Rostenkowski, the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, very powerful man in the House of Representatives.
Not anymore.
Well, he's still there so far, but he is under investigation by the Justice Department, and there is word or speculation that he's looking forward to some kind of indictment and is trying to work out a deal now whereby he might avoid any jail time or make the best deal possible that he can. If he is charged with a felony, he will have to yield his seat and his chairmanship. If he gets hit with a misdemeanor, he might be able to remain in office and continue to spearhead legislation that would possibly give this country universal health care. But right now, it's touch and go for the Rosty man. He's continuing to hold hearings in Congress. They say that he looks a little frazzled, but is still in control. and that the meetings and the hearings have been going on as usual. They say even if he is forced to resign, things will go on. There is, he's a very important man, but no one is indispensable. Dan Rostenkowski. It's always interesting to me how these guys, work so hard to make a name for themselves and build themselves up, and at the same time they're doing things that will ultimately lead to their demise and mar any good they might have done.
I hear the only thing that really cheers them up is Polish sausage.
Why is that?
Kielbasi. Dan Rostenkowski.
That's supposed to be funny?
I'm not making a joke. I'm just telling you what is going on. I'm saying it's funny.
Oh, okay.
What's funny about it?
I just wonder.
The guy loves Polish sausage.
Okay.
That's what I read.
Marge Schott, the owner of the Cincinnati Redskins, is back in the news.
Marge Schott?
Yes. You remember her. She was the woman who was suspended from baseball for a while because of her remarks about blacks and Jews.
No, she called them niggers, right?
No, she didn't call Jews niggers.
She called the niggers niggers and the Jews kikes.
She called the niggers niggers?
Yeah. That's what she said. The niggers are niggers. Didn't she say something like that?
I don't know what the exact quote was, but if you're quoting someone, you ought to say so.
I'm quoting Mrs. Schott. I know this story. She owns the ball team, and she was talking about niggers. She says, hey, you niggers are niggers.
No, she said
$1 million
$1
niggers.
million niggers.
Right.
You just called the niggers niggers.
No, you called the niggers niggers just now.
You've been throwing that word around a lot lately.
What, nigger?
Yes.
It's no big deal. It doesn't offend me.
I'm glad it doesn't offend you.
Didn't she say Rostenkowski was a dumb Polak?
No, her latest faux pas was that only fruits wear earrings.
Uh-oh. I feel a little gay. I got like 5 of them.
So now Glad is after her.
Oh, for goodness sakes. She's an old dame. She don't know what she's doing. She's a racist. So what? Who cares? Who cares? What are you going to do?
Well, this is what we spend our time doing in this country.
Yeah, we're worried about Marge Schott.
Worried about what people say.
She's right. You got to be a little fruity to wear earrings. So what?
You've always felt that way.
She's from a different era. That's what she believes. She believes only fags wear earrings. What are you going to do? You going to fight that? Stupid.
Well, they say she was supposed to take some sensitivity training.
She did. She's only talking about the fags now. She's not talking about blacks and Jews.
Jew fag.
She didn't say Jew fag, black fag.
No.
She said fag. Tapering off. Yeah, you just don't quit being a racist.
It's hard to cut out the racism cold turkey.
So I thought we all still hated gays. What did I know?
I thought that was okay.
Yeah, all right. We got to take a break. We'll come back and do more news.
97.1 The Eagle.
It is Friday. Friday.
Friday. Like Chicken Friday. Howard Stern Show.
The way you eat in there, they should name a sandwich after you.
Should name the whole place?
They should take away Roy's name on him. Call it Jackie's. All right, Robin, what else?
Let me see. We have a new welfare cheat in the news. They say she probably cheated the system out of $450,000. They're calling her Jane Doe right now because she's registered under so many different aliases they can't figure out what is her real name.
Really?
She's registered under 15 different names and claims 73 different children.
Aye.
She used stacks of forged passports, baptismal records, birth certificates, leases, utility bills, and letters from landlords to con the social service agencies out of aid to families with dependent children, food stamps, Medicaid, and other benefits for herself.
She should be executed.
And her 3, not 73 children.
Jane Doe. How do they spell that? D-O-U-G-H? She's got 4. I mean, I don't know. Did you see a picture of her? She outsmarted.
Who do they have working over at the social services? Gary?
Yeah, who's it? Baba Booey? Meanwhile, if I run a toll, I go to jail.
Yeah.
I know a kid who just came over from this country. He just got arrested the other night for, he didn't understand the subway system, so he walked around to the gate to go in. The cops arrested him, held him in jail all night. The guy didn't know what he was doing. That they got no problem locking up. This woman is $450,000 of the taxpayers' money.
Well, they're trying to figure out how to keep people from taking advantage of the system this way. They say this woman obtained 15 different photo IDs. So the photo ID doesn't work. And they're thinking of going to a fingerprinting system. Because if she had been fingerprinted, she couldn't have done this. But, you know, there are a lot of objections to fingerprinting people who need aid.
Oh, yeah, it's all wrong. So many people were ripping off the system, we wouldn't have to do it. It's wrong. I say if we're giving them aid, we have every right to do anything we want to them. We should be able to tattoo them.
That's unfair.
Yeah.
In Dallas, police are investigating the case of a Louisiana school teacher who came to the Parkland Memorial Hospital. You remember that as the hospital where President Kennedy was taken after he was shot?
Yeah, nice work on him. Great hospital.
Well, come on. Half of his head was blown off.
Oh, in New York every day there are people with half their heads blown off and they save them. Stellar reputation.
Well, they took this woman to the Parkland Memorial Hospital last week. Her eyes had been removed.
Really?
Yes, and she was chanting, "Thank you, Jesus."
Oh, Jesus did that? Why would you thank him for doing that?
Well, her name was Myra Obasi, and she was from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Bolfy.
She was accompanied by her two sisters when she was admitted to the hospital on Friday evening, and they told the officers that Obasi was possessed by the spirit of their father and that the devil was after them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mrs. Obasi, or Ms. Obasi, has lost her sight forever. The sisters stuck their fingers in her eyes and gouged them out.
Nice.
Wow. After asking her a number of questions, and they said they got scared when she started answering them in different voices. So they decided that they needed to do this in order to relieve her of these spirits. And I guess she went along with it because she didn't fight them and was saying, "Thank you, Jesus," even as they brought her into the hospital with no eyes. The woman who ran the house that they were in when this whole incident occurred, she said she didn't know anything was wrong until she, you know, was going out to dump some trash or something. And something fell out and she picked it up. You know, this tissue fell out and she picked it up and she felt something strange and she opened it and there was an eyeball.
You know how they freak out when, like, Beavis and Butthead is on TV and one kid lights a fire?
Yeah.
How many of these religious incidents occur every day with people screaming Jesus, poking each other's eyes out? No one ever says religion is bad for you.
Yeah.
How come my show supposedly causes so many problems, and yet we don't have one incident like this around my program? And yet, why don't they ban religion in this country? Because everybody's a religious paranoid. I've never seen... You heard that girl earlier in here, Madonna's supposed sister.
Jesus Christing all over the place.
Yeah, right.
Yep, she said she opened it and there was an eye in there. She said it was the weirdest feeling she ever had. And then when she called the hospital, they told her to go look for both eyes.
There was an eye where?
It was in the trash.
Wow. Can't they sew it back on like John Wayne Bobbitt?
Apparently, I guess if they're out too long,
I see.
You can't use them anymore. And it depends on how they're taken out, I suppose. So anyway, this...
Hey, if anybody's got an extra kidney, call our station. I know a little boy who needs one.
Oh, geez, Howard.
Well, as long as you're talking about body parts. I just thought of them.
Well, anyway, the woman went through the trash, found the other eye, took him to the hospital, but they couldn't put him back in.
I'm being serious about the kidney thing, though, Robin.
Well, good.
Yeah. Kid doesn't have one.
Back home in Shreveport, when they asked people who knew this family about the three sisters, they said they seemed perfectly ordinary.
Yeah, well, that's in Shreveport. That is ordinary behavior. Be a religious paranoid.
So, what are you supposed to do? One other sister was admitted for psychiatric observation because she was talking a little wildly. When they got to the hospital. Very strange. They say Sony has lost a lot of money this year because of their movie division.
Yeah, Sony.
Yeah, money, yeah.
Could be as much as $42 million. One of their biggest turkeys, of course, was Last Action Hero.
Oops.
They also had other disappointing movies at the box office. Geronimo, Lost in Yonkers, and I'll Do Anything.
Yeah, those are real up movies.
So they're suffering over there at Sony in the movie division. It's causing them a lot of static, losing lots of money.
Japs can't make movies, I guess.
I understand that Arnold Schwarzenegger gets upset with people when they tease him about Last Action Hero.
I'll kill you.
One of the tabloids that he's doing this sequel to Twins with Danny DeVito.
Yeah, with Ivan Reitman.
And Danny was joking with him about, joking around on the set, and Arnold said, stop wasting time. He says, you want to talk about a waste of time? Let's talk about Last Action Hero.
Oh.
And apparently Arnold didn't laugh.
I'm not laughing. Now, Ivan, I think, is starting to run out of movie ideas, so he's not just making sequels.
Doubling back, huh?
Yeah. Instead of starting to innovate some new stuff. Going back to those guys.
Are you saying that you would never make a sequel?
Who, me? No. Not interested in making a sequel. I just want to make the original. Of course I'd make a sequel. I'm just saying that Ivan is the guy who made, what is it, Twins?
Yes.
So he's got a whole bunch of projects on his plate. He could go do some new, innovative projects, or he could go back again and do the same old thing with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it'll never be as good as the first.
Is that a complaint because you would like to be working with Ivan on something?
No, I don't want to work with Ivan on anything. I mean, I would love to work with Ivan, but, I mean, I'm just saying, if you were going to move ahead, you would move into something new, as opposed to saying, hey, I'm going to go work on Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No sequel has ever been better than the first.
The only one in the history is The Godfather 2. Name one other comedy.
Terminator 2?
I said name one other comedy that's been...
like The Godfather was a comedy.
To me it was.
Well, we see movies quite differently. Rock.
Name a comedy sequel that was good. What, Ivan did Ghostbusters 2. Was it any good?
No.
Okay. Caddyshack 2.
Horrible.
Perfect example. Horrible. Eddie Murphy 2. What was that?
What, Beverly Hills Cop 2?
Awful. Right?
Yeah.
Robin, you're bright. Read between the lines.
Oh. I know what you're saying.
All right, go ahead. Yes?
That's not going to make him stop.
I could care less. Go ahead.
Rock, the low-rated Fox TV show starring Charles Dutton. Looks like it's on the cancellation block, but the Black Caucus, the Black Congressional Caucus is trying to get Fox not to cancel the show.
What is the Black Congressional Caucus? What is that?
That's a bunch of congressmen who are black.
Oh, they have their own caucus.
Yeah, they get together in their own little meetings.
Watch TV? Watch TV? Oh, they watch Rock.
And now they're trying to get Fox. I guess they really liked Rock.
That should help a lot of black people. So now they're getting together to make sure their favorite TV shows stay on the air.
Still trying to save Looney Tunes.
Well, that's gonna help. Hey guys, can you get the Little Rascals back on Channel 5 here in New York?
The show ranked 122nd out of 128 primetime shows this season.
The Black Congressional Caucus.
And averaged only 8% of the audience in share totals. But as the congressmen point out, it was always among the top 10 in popularity among black viewers.
Do you think those guys have any influence where they could get Class of 96 back on the air? I enjoyed that.
So they say all the senators or all the congressmen have signed a petition indicating to Fox that they don't like the idea that Rock is being canceled.
Let me give a special message to the Black Congressional Caucus. A lot of guys need jobs, guys. Maybe you want to work on that one.
Well, they see one guy here with a job. They're trying to keep.
Oh, I see. They're worried about Rock's job. That's very good. Well, they should be very proud of themselves. I hear some white senators are getting together to try to save a TV show. Yeah, the Tom Arnold show. Everyone's into it. Can you imagine if a bunch of white senators or like Italian senators got together to save a TV show?
Oh, man.
It's crazy. The world's gone nuts, Robin.
Well, this is even nuttier. Spike Lee is developing a TV drama series for CBS.
Well, I guess they're so impressed with his abilities of movie making that they feel he's capable of developing a TV show.
It's needed, according to Spike.
Yes. It's needed as long as he's doing it.
He says in the upcoming issue of Vibe magazine that of all the black shows on TV, everything is a sitcom.
Yeah.
And especially those shows on Fox. He says, man, I respect Martin Lawrence a lot. I think he's a very funny brother. That's why we cast him in Do the Right Thing.
Oh,
Not that I'm singling Martin out, but some of these sitcoms are bordering on being minstrel shows.
Oh, you mean black people aren't allowed to laugh?
We might as well bring back Amos and Andy.
He's so pompous. Wait and see his show. It'll last 2 episodes, and they'll cancel it.
And it'll be racism.
He will single-handedly destroy that network.
He'll be on with Charlie Rose tonight if you want to hear more of what Spike has to say.
Yeah, Charlie's got a hard-on for Spike. I've seen him interview him before. Charlie could sit there and listen to that wabba-jabba all over and over again. Charlie's got the patience of a saint. I don't think there's a brain in Charlie's head. Could you Spike Lee? Yeah, those shows are no good. Black people love those shows. Who do you think watches Martin Lawrence show? Black people. They love it.
It's not in danger of being canceled.
They love it. What is wrong with black people loving that show? Minstrel show. It's not a minstrel show. It's a guy doing comedy. It's as dopey as those white sitcoms. I love that guy Spike Lee. He's a real nut job.
Well, and Bill Cosby, they always object to what people want to see.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's why the two of them don't have shows. Why should people get what they want? And why are they putting every black brother? Let's see what you could do. This guy makes a movie, Spike Lee. You can't even hear the sound. He's got the music up so loud.
It'll be interesting to see him use that technique on TV, don't you think?
It's going to be a show with all music. It's going to be like a dance video. He's amazing. Meanwhile, he's jumping around at basketball games like Step and Fetch It, acting like a fool.
They haven't even given him, they should give him a costume. He should be like the Nick's chicken or something.
Yeah. He thinks the black people want to watch McNeil Lehrer Report. That's what he thinks. Black people like karate, they like comedies.
And start a black network. If you want a show that doesn't need to really pull a lot of ratings to make money, Fox needs ratings. So you have BET. Put Rock on BET. Let them start some original programming. He won't have to have that large a share of the audience in order to continue on television.
If you want a good show, you take a camera and you follow Spike Lee around at the Knick game and watch him jump up and down.
Now that's a sitcom.
That's a sitcom. Dress him up as a crow.
Yeah.
And watch him jump up and down like a fool.
Crow.
Yeah. Acting like a jive fool.
On Monday's Rolanda show, you can see Christina Elliott, the fiance of John Wayne Bobbitt.
How you like how he says, Martin Lawrence's friend. Martin Lawrence, I ain't saying it about him, but everyone else is uncle.
No, he's not singling him out.
Yeah. But the brother, he's a sellout. Me, I'm perfect black man. Every black man should be like me, with a big, bald, shiny head. I love guys who do that. He's the biggest problem in the black community, Spike Lee.
Spike Lee has a bald head?
No. Yeah, don't he?
No.
I can't even stand to look at him.
Bald.
He's bald to me. He's like a bowling ball head. I've had enough of him.
Anyway, I was moving along. Christina Elliott is the fiancée of John Wayne Bobbitt, Howard, and on Rolanda on Monday you can watch as she meets John Wayne's parents for the first time.
Oh, boy. What a great place to meet.
You know, we're having all of our family functions on TV now.
Yeah.
In York, Pennsylvania, a woman faces up to 7 years in prison after pleading no contest to charges she performed oral sex on a 6-month-old boy.
A lot of women do that. I'm not kidding. I swear.
They arrested Linda J. Walls on October 1st, days after her husband caught her engaging in sex with the baby.
My mother did it to me.
She pleaded no contest to charges of involuntary deviant sexual intercourse.
What? A 6-month-old.
A no contest plea denies guilt but acknowledges evidence could lead to a conviction.
My mother never did it to me, but I asked her to.
Oh, stop it. At 6 months you weren't even speaking.
I was horny. I was a very bright child. I was speaking. Those were my first little words. Give me oral sex. A lot of women do that. I swear to God, I'm not making a joke here. In fact, it pains me to say I know someone who gave oral sex to their baby.
What?
I said it pains me to say it, but I know someone who gave oral sex on a regular basis to their baby.
Why do you always know someone?
Why? Because I'm God's chosen person. Someone's got to know these people.
Deviant sex story I read.
I do.
You always know
my mother knows her, too.
Oh, no. And how do you know she did this?
My mother told me.
How did your mother know?
Because she told my mother.
And you didn't turn her in?
No, because it happened years and years and years ago. What was the point? The son was a grown man, and he liked it. Call my mother if you don't believe me.
I don't believe
Let me give you my mother's number on the air.
Your mother.
And everyone in the audience can call my mother. I swear, a true story.
Makes up these.
That's why you always see a lot of these babies smiling. You see that, arrest the mother.
It's a tip-off.
Call my mother, 516-922-9463.
You call her. Remember Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes? I'm moving on. He died back in 1978.
Who, Bob Crane?
Yes.
That was kind of funny the way he went. You talk about embarrassing.
And they really haven't ever convicted anybody of this. Well, now a man who was supposed to be one of Crane's friends, John Carpenter, has been charged with first-degree murder in connection with Crane's death. He denies the charges, but he was charged in 1992 after a renewed investigation into the case. He has won the right, however, to introduce tapes of Bob Crane having sex with women into the trial. The jury is going to get to see those tapes.
Now, what relevance does that have on the case?
The judge has ruled that it is pertinent information because it shows the relationship between Carpenter and Crane.
Oh, so the prosecution is showing the tape?
No, the defense is showing the tape.
Boy. Glad I'm not on that case.
Why?
I couldn't handle it. It's out of my league. You know why they show those tapes? Why? You know why the judge allows it? Makes the trial more fun. That's the only reason. A tape is. Someone could go watch. One person could go watch and say, "Yeah, it's true. This guy was in the room while Bob Crane had sex." They do it because it's fun. Who wouldn't want to see Bob Crane having sex with women? I'd like to see that tape.
Sure. Now you want to be on a jury?
Yeah. If I had known there was going to be sex tapes involved, I would go to jury duty.
I see here, I've got a public relations press release from the Geraldo show. On May 25th,
Geraldo will commit suicide on the air.
Geraldo will explore the topic of white women, black men.
Oh, yeah!
In fact, the subject of the show, the focus, is how Geraldo would say.
Yeah.
White women teach black women how to love black men.
White women teach black women
how to love black men.
Wow. Oh, that
this ought to be a hot show.
We got a show coming up on the 26th. It's Chinese women and midgets.
The Geraldo program will examine how some black men's needs and desires change once they go out with white women.
Right.
Also on the program, many black women who are frustrated and angry about it will seek answers to the following questions. What do white women have that black women don't?
What do white women have
that black women don't?
They're going to ask that question?
Yeah. And what is the advice of white women to black women on how to get a black man and keep him satisfied?
Stick out your butt.
On the Geraldo program, they say strong white female voices will clear the air.
Do you think that's true? Stick out your butt? And that'll satisfy a black man?
On what white women do to make black men happy in the game of love.
Where the white women at?
On Maury Povich today, men discuss love, sex, commitment, relationships, and what they love and hate about women.
I'm sick of these shows.
On Sally, Charlotte Brown, the sister of Paula Jones, discusses her lawsuit against the president on sexual harassment charges. On Geraldo, people who have worked for Woody Allen, Mia Farrow, Tom and Roseanne Arnold, Calvin Klein, and Bob Hope.
Jackie Joke Man.
These are people who worked in their houses and now will rat on them.
Isn't that nice?
On the Geraldo show. I thought it was interesting. Well, something occurred to me the other day. You know that Tom and Roseanne went and got all those tattoos of each other,
right,
all over themselves, and now they're busting up.
He's actually got her face on his body.
Yeah.
It's huge, right? Yeah, it's huge. Big Jewish star. He went into the whole Judaism
and he
thing
became Jewish, right?
Yeah. I don't think any Jews were buying it.
On Donahue, a custody battle over an orphan toddler who may be worth a great deal of money. And on Montel Williams, women confront the fiancés their fiancés who spend a lot of time still with their buddies. And on Ricky Lake, people confront their unfaithful partners.
Very good, Rob. Well, it's the time of the show that I love the most. Plugs. Let's not forget 1-800-52-STERN, Robin.
That's right, Howard. We have a videotape out there.
We sure do, and you're going to love it, especially some of our newer fans who never get to see us. They can just order the tape. Everyone, old fans, new fans will love it. You know, all our tapes, I eventually take off the market. I'm going to take this one off soon. And once I take it off, that's it. It becomes a collector's item. And when it becomes a collector's item, that's the end of it. No more. And then they go up in value, usually. Especially with this new Leroy Neiman poster that we have in there. And
you're going to bring that on TV tonight when you do Jay Leno.
Yes, I am, Robin. And then I'm going to, I'm just going to tell you that the videotape is hysterical. We're all sitting around New Year's Eve and all the backstage material, the party afterwards where we were banned from Newark. You must own this for your collection. 1-800-52-STERN, $39.95, $4.50 shipping and handling. Make sure you're 18 or older. Just check your license to make sure you're 18 or older. And this is brought to you by Infinity Ventures and me. Some other things on sale here. Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling has put out a wild comedy CD. The price includes full-color Jokeland catalog, $10 plus free shipping and handling. All you have to do to get this piece of history, 1-800-323-5464. Next Friday, Jackie moves his live show over to the Stress Factory, May 27th, in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's New Brunswick. For dirty jokes and info, call 516-9221. Boy Gary tomorrow night at the Club Chit Chat in Buffalo, New York, and this Sunday at the new Hanna-Barbera store in FAO Schwartz in New York from 2 to 4 p.m. with Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera. Don't miss
Is he sure that it's Hanna and Barbera?
Well, somebody check it. Don't miss Stuttering John's band appearing at the Cell Block in Bensalem, Pennsylvania tonight. Stuttering John will be signing CDs at Tower Records on Roosevelt Boulevard in Northeast Philadelphia at 5:30. Stuttering John will be appearing at Saratoga Winners in Albany tomorrow night. For tickets, call 518-783-1010. That's Stuttering John with his brand new album called Stuttering John. Tonight, Billy West will be appearing in Nancy Sirianni's play at the Complex East Theater in Hollywood.
Is that true?
Don't ask me how that happened. No one knows if it's true. I was going to ask Gary to check, but you can't really ask him to do that. How do you know it's true, Gary?
It just happened to ball. I mean, I can have proof on the phone.
Steve the Gorilla will be hosting the grand opening of Club New York in Elizabeth Roselle Park, New Jersey, this Friday, May 20th at 9 o'clock. This Friday, these plugs are getting out of hand. I mean, I thought it was just for each member of the show got a little plug or something. What, does Tom reject anything anymore?
Starting Monday, he will.
This Friday, 8 p.m., Rocket 95's first... What? Tonight, at 8 p.m., Rocket 95's first anniversary Howard Stern party at Harrow's East Theater in downtown Rochester. Boy Gary, Jackie Jokeman, Miss Howard Stern, Fred Elephant Boy, Captain Jenks, Melrose Larry Green, Kenneth Keith Kallenbach, King of All Messengers, Jolene, Roa, all the wackies. Monday night, May 23rd, a big benefit show at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. Jackie Jokeman, Bob Nelson, Bob Collins, Gilbert Gottfried. If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a great DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment, toll free from any city, 1-800-PARTY-MC. If you'd like to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. I just realized all the extra plugs and stuff, they're all related to Jackie.
Oh, you're kidding. I didn't realize that.
Jackie's doing a benefit. Jackie's wife is doing a play.
So that's why they're longer.
That's why they're longer. Oh, no, that's not Billy West. That's your wife's play. It all ties into you. No, I mean, well, be honest.
These are your
activities. You schmoozing some club and you're doing a charity benefit, right?
Okay, yes.
It's all Jackie.
You know,
what? Tell me.
You know how when you start making fun of me and I get mad for, I just start to,
yeah.
It's so funny watching it when it's not you.
I know.
Jackie's just going,
I'm saying the plugs are so long, and then all of a sudden the one even in Rochester is Jackie the Joke Man in Rochester.
There's like 9,000 fringe elements of this show are on that show tonight.
I know, but you're a part of every one of them. Every extra plug has to do with you. True or false? Am I wrong?
The one tonight, Gary and I are both involved in.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So he's saying that's a Gary plug.
And
that's
the
not
wife?
his plug.
Oh, that's a Gary plug, not you.
And then the one with his wife is a Billy West plug.
Oh, it's nothing to do with his wife.
I'm
and
sure
the one
it is, but I
and the one
didn't
where you
call
appear
it.
at the club, the other one, the charity Rascals thing,
charity benefit.
that's you again. I mean,
yeah, all right, yes.
I mean, you're trying to get in good with Rascals and the guys over at the club. I mean, like I have people who ask me to do charity stuff all the time. I don't necessarily mention it. I just say all 3 extra plugs were your plugs.
Okay, yes, I am guilty.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Am I right? Or am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right.
It just dawned on me as I was reading them. They were all Jackie events.
Absolutely right.
I just noticed that Jackie's all over every one of them. Or a Sirianni or a Martling.
You're absolutely right. Let's hope that everybody will go to see Nancy's play at the...
Okay, I mean, relentless.
He's a plug machine, though.
No, he's a plug machine. And then he gets insulted when you say it.
Those are my plugs.
That's not mine. That's a Billy West plug. You mean Billy's in the play or your wife is in the play?
I don't know why that was called in. I have no idea.
There's so many fringe elements of the show in that other plug.
It's true. You guys all think.
And the other thing is a benefit. Yeah.
Right.
Where's your heart?
But I mean, in other words, it's
So you're reading for another hour.
like how many benefits, Robin, do you get asked to do? About 1 million? Yeah. Don't plug him. Just say you give him to Tom and he says no. No, actually, all of them, I'm sure, are good causes.
None of them are good causes. Trying to make a few bucks, that's all.
All right. Listen, Jackie, you have a good weekend, and we'll see you in Rochester. That's right. You'll see you in Rochester with Baba Hohai.
Oh, slowly.
Fred Norris. How come Fred never participates?
I'm going to start buying Fred's plugs so I can get more on.
Right.
Did they ask you to go do that thing tonight, Fred?
No,
I think people have given up.
Fred.
I think they've given up because they used to ask him all the time to do stuff.
You mean they ask Miss Howard Stern before they ask Fred?
Of course. I think it's common knowledge that
Fred has never said yes to any of them.
Just likes to have weekends to himself.
Yeah, well, Fred does need time to recover from his busy
Would you
week.
have said no to this, Fred?
Would I have said to this? Yes.
What would he say yes
seconds.
Well, Fred has a lot of activities on the weekend.
But he's saying to this he would have said.
I would say no.
Yeah, I don't mean to embarrass Fred, but this weekend, if you don't mind me telling everyone, Fred this weekend will be staring at a wall. So
one of my many activities.
Yes to, that's what
you should have told me to write that up.
And by the way, Fred,
you couldn't have involved me in that one, Alex.
Please go to Rochester to see Fred stare at a wall.
I don't have to go to Rochester to do that.
I'm just kidding, of course.
Of course.
Fred will not be staring at a wall.
Well, let's go back and have a comfortable post-show chat.
See, the difference is, like, Jackie and I will go up and do this, and even though we're getting paid and stuff, I do find a little bit of humor in hanging out with the Whack Pack.
Right.
Not for a long period of time.
Right.
I don't think that Fred would want to hang out with the Whack Pack for any amount of money.
Right.
Fred considers us the Whack Pack.
He doesn't want to hang out with you. Yeah.
You said it, I didn't.
Well, all right, you guys go take that up. I got to leave, and we'll see you. Oh, I'll be on the Tonight Show tonight. How's that?
Oh, good.
There's a plug. That doesn't involve Jackie, but somehow it will. Somehow it will work its way in
Thank
there.
goodness you got finished his plug so you could plug yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie. You know, it's very funny. This morning, I was just about to plug my videotape. It was around 7:20, and I just said, I'll do it here. It's a good spot. Jackie put up his plug. He beat me to it, and I just said, son of a bitch.
I'm a mind reader.
Boss is ready to plug. Might as well be me.
Stop my plug with his plug. It's like a war game in here. All right, we'll see you on Monday.
97.1